Bugger face. He begs money from Amaris. He goes, please, Amaris, give me more. Please, Amaris, give me more. Bugger face. The Fogger face on a black lagoon of Bangladesh. Fogger face on a black lagoon of Bangladesh. Crawling to the UK, saying, please, Amaris, can I have some more? Please, Amaris, can I have some more? Fogger face. He sold out his Muslim brothers. He created a channel called MMA. MMA stands for mixed martial art argument. All he does is argue all day on Fogger Face's channel. Mixed martial arguments. The news thought that Fogger Face created to cause disunity between his Muslim brothers. 24 hours MMA on Fogger Face. The mixed martial argument channel. Boycott that bullshit channel. He's a Fogger Face from a goddamn black lagoon of Bangladesh. He has no morals, no isn't. He was brought out by RSC. We can pay him again and we'll sell him out again. We'll pay him again, we will be sold out again. We can pay him as much as we want, even though, he will take money. He'll take anything. He'll take a cucumber. He'll take a goddamn carrot. He'll take anything as long as it's a gift. As long as he can do something with it. You know what he can do with a carrot and a cucumber. He has certain kind of little things he can put it into. Like his bundi. Yeah, we won't say what bundi is, but you can understand. So Fogger Face. The creature from the black lagoon of Bangladesh. Please, sir, RSC, can I have some more? Please, RSC, can I have some more? Fogger Face. Yeah. Use that. Some more. Yeah, I give permission for Mad Dunya to use this and play it whenever he wants, as much as he wants, and I will not hit him with a strike or anyone wants to play it. You want to remix it? You want to send it to top of the pops? You want to put it on the charts? I don't care. Get it freaking trending. Let's let the world know that the #1 sellout is not the Shears, but Fogger Face. The creature from the black swamps of Bangladesh. Hey, sir, please, RSC, can I have some more? Yeah. Anyway, I'm off.
That was Full Shepherd's remix. Big up to Full Shepherd, my propaganda minister. And this is my own take on it. And my one's terrible. So this is my version. This is my remix.
Let me do my own song. Fogger Face. He begs
this is my remix.
RSC. He goes, please, RSC, give me more. Please, RSC, give me more. Fogger Face. The Fogger Face on a black lagoon of Bangladesh. Fogger Face on a black lagoon of Bangladesh. Crawling to the UK, saying, please, RSC, can I have some more? Please, RSC, can I have some more? Fogger Face. He sold out his Muslim brothers. He created a channel called MMA.
They're fighting all day. out there and fighting all day. All they do is fight on Bugger Bays. He's caused more disunity between Muslims than any war. Even wars can't create more disunity than Bugger Bays' channel. Martial arts argument channel.
Boycott that bullshit channel. He's a bugger face from a goddamn Black Lagoon of Bangladesh. Yes, no morals, no isn't. He was brought out by Amaris. We can pay him again and we'll sell him out again. We'll pay him again, we will be sold out again. We can pay him as much as we want, even though, yeah, he will take money. He'll take anything. He'll take a cucumber. He'll take a goddamn carrot. He'll take anything, as long as it's a gift, as long as he can do something with it. You know what he can do with a carrot and a cucumber. He has certain kind of like, you know, little things he can put it into. You know, like it's bund. Yeah, we won't say what bund is, but you can understand. So bugger face, bugger face, bugger face, bugger face. The creature from the Black Lagoon of Bangladesh. Please, sir, please, sir, please, I was sick, can I have some more? Please, I was sick, can I have some more? Bugger face. Yeah. Use that. Yeah, I give permission to Mad Dunya to use this and play it whenever he wants, as much as he wants, and I will not hit him with a strike or anyone wants to play it. You want to remix it? You want to send it to top of the pops? You want to put it on the chart? I don't care. Get it freaking trending. Let the world know that the #1 sellout is not the Sears, but bugger face, bugger face, bugger face, bugger face. The creature from the black swamps of Bangladesh.
Oh,
Please, I said, can I have some more? Anyway,
right. Yeah, I need to look for something. Just give me a minute. I'll play. This is the main one though. This is by Full Shepherd.
Money from RSC.
This is my new tune now.
He goes, please, RSC.
Raid. Could you imagine a raid, yeah? And we've got Fogger Faz on. Everyone up busting moves. Fogger Faz moves. Eating fun. That's the new move. Fogger Faz move. Eating fun.
Please, RSC, can I have some
And then spitting
more?
it.
Please, RSC, can I have some more? Fogger Faz.
Let's make it happen.
Fogger Faz. He sold out his Muslim brothers.
What is this guy's name, man? Sorry, I know I look disorganized. I am disorganized because I wasn't planning on doing a live stream because I've got a swollen jaw. Got an infection. I don't know what happened, man.
Martial arguments. The news, all that Fogger Face created to cause disunity between his Muslim brothers. 24
What's
hours.
his name? Now I'm getting pissed off again.
Fogger Face. The mixed martial argument.
Oh, Sadish Arman.
That bullshit channel. He's a bugger face from a goddamn Black Lagoon of Bangladesh. There's no morals, no isn't. He was brought out by RSC. We can pay him again and we'll sell him out again. We'll pay him again, we will be sold out again. We can pay him as much as we want, even though, yeah, he will take money. He'll take anything. He'll take a cucumber. He'll take a goddamn carrot. He'll take anything, as long as it's a gift, as long as he can do something with it. You know what he can do with a carrot and a cucumber. He has certain kind of like, you know, little things he can put it into. You know, like his bund. Yeah, we won't say what bund is, but you can understand. So Fogger Face, Fogger Face, Fogger Face, Fogger Face. The creature from the Black Lagoon of Bangladesh. Please, sir, please, sir, please, I was sick, can I have some more? Please, I was sick, can I have some more? Fogger Face. Yeah. Use that. Some more. Yeah, I give permission to Mad Dunya to use this and play it whenever he wants, as much as he wants, and I will not hit him with a strike.
Yeah, big up to Full Shepherd, man. He makes all these tracks so cool. Big up to Full Shepherd. So I wasn't going to do a live stream today because I've had an infection on my gum. I've got a feeling Halima, that Jarelia, has been doing black magic on me. I'm telling you, man, she's a right witch. She's been doing black magic on me, man, because I've been ill. Then my face swelled up, my whole side of my jaw. You can still see here it's a little bit puffy. So I couldn't even go speaker's corner. I got a bit of a slur as well. So I don't even know what's going on. She done freaking Jaddu Tuna on me, yeah, like a right Jareel from Pakistan. So the reason I did it, because today there was a terrorist attack and luckily no one died. Everybody, people are injured, and the individual got a bullet between the eyes. Big up, big up. One more little jihadi off the street. So thank God. But one of the things that Steve brought to my attention, so big up to Steve, the atheist, was that this individual was arrested and put in prison around a year and a half, 2 years ago, but was released after a year. And one of the things that he was arrested for was that he had a link to a speaker at Speaker's Corner. He was a gay rights activist. Now I still can't figure out what the link was. Did he want to do something to that particular individual? Was he planning to do an attack on that person? Because that was one of the things that this individual was arrested for, was that I think he was planning an attack on a gay rights activist at Speaker's Corner. And who's that bloody thing? So if you have a look, you can read it here. This is an old article about this guy. Read the bottom, Speaker's Corner, it says. So he goes, he was arrested after being on a one of these Telegram messaging sites, and after a fellow Muslim brother snitched on him. So big up to the Muslim brother for snitching on this guy, because he was dangerous. You see, this is how you do it. Someone says something that you think's dangerous, and you snitch on him. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're a Muslim brother or not. You still snitch on him. Yeah, learn from the guy that snitched on him. Now, this individual, yeah, they were alerted by a Dutch blogger who identified, this is from 2018 because he went to prison then, extremist material in a chat on the encrypted Telegram messaging app, which has been favored by ISIS propagandists. There was a photo of a knife and 2 guns on top of a black Islamist flag with the caption "Armed and Ready." Yeah, April 3rd, overlaid in Arabic. But this is the bit that's interesting. The blogger believed the same person had posted a YouTube link to a pro-gay rights speaker at Speaker's Corner in Hyde Park, the court heard. So he was posting links to an individual who was a pro-gay speaker. Now, I don't know exactly who that is, and this is what I need to figure out now. I originally thought, and I know even Steve thought, it might have been him. Yeah, it might have been him, because I actually thought Steve was gay when I first went. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I did think that until I saw his wandering eyes, and I could tell he likes the females. Yeah, I'm not saying he was cheating, but he has a, you know, obviously, you know, your eyes can't deceive you. You know, if you like men, yeah, you're gonna be looking at men. If you like women, you're gonna look at a nice looking woman. So Steve's eyes told me he was not gay, but I did think he was gay. No, he's never looked at a man, Al-Bahith. Never that I've seen of. Yeah, but he's very pro LBGT because he believes everyone should be treated equally. So this is interesting because this is a new thing that I've not heard about until today. Now, the guy was arrested in 2018, sentenced and released after a year. He was on a watch list and was being surveilled. And then what happened was today he went over to Streatham and he just started knifing people. Yeah. Now, the thing is that a lot of people have been saying to me that, you know, Speaker's Corner is dangerous. I've had people come up to me, Raj, oh, someone could do this, someone could do that. And sometimes I just don't really take it that seriously, in the sense that I think outside of Speaker's Corner is much more dangerous than inside Speaker's Corner. Like, inside Speaker's Corner is not as dangerous as walking outside Speaker's Corner. Like, once you're on the road and you're going home, yeah, that could be dangerous. But now that I've read this and I've seen this guy, one guy here could be watching the videos and really hate an individual like me, and he might be like, you know, salivating, getting pictures of me on the wall, saying, I'm gonna get that Raj, I'm gonna get, and it might be a serious extremist who really wants to die for his thingy. Now, I don't think it's Simon Lord, because Simon Lord, I don't think he's very pro-gay, in the sense he doesn't go Speaker's Corner and think he doesn't start to what I call propagate being gay. I mean, you wouldn't really know he's gay until he tells you. Also, Simon, what's his name, Paul Williams, doesn't really say too much, in my opinion. But it might be Paul Williams. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. But it'd be interesting to know who was the individual that this individual was posting videos of in the back chat. And he was so crazy that he also was telling his non-Muslim girl. Think about the stupidity of this, yeah. He supports ISIS. He's got a girlfriend, yeah, who's not even Muslim, and he's telling his non-Muslim girlfriend to decapitate her parents for being kuffars, yeah. I mean, this is how mad the guy was. Like, I mean, what is that about? Like, what are you in a relationship with a non-Muslim for, and then telling them to think it? And he had a martyrdom complex. And guess what his martyrdom complex was? I want to die and be a martyr. I want to be a shaheed so I can go heaven, straight to heaven. Dude, right now, you're probably 6 foot under with worms in your eyes. And what's going to happen is, when God really gets hold of you, you're going to be freaking either burning eternity, if Islam is true, or you're going to be reincarnated as a cockroach. Yeah, a cockroach. Yeah. So, or even something that's even worse. God knows what can be worse than being reincarnated as a maybe a worm or something, or maybe even a bed lice. What's one of the worst little things that you can be doing? I'll talk about it in a minute. Like I said, I do believe over the last few weeks I've had germ warfare done against me. I'm not even joking now, yeah, because I've been ill for 3 weeks straight. Also, the last couple of days, my face swelled up with an infection, yeah, and I believe it's either two sides. It's either the jihadis or the Nazis, yeah. Both sides, yeah, are after me. Whichever one, yeah, has done it, I curse you, because this is just not acceptable. I have my, I do think that a certain Jareel might have done black magic on me, yeah. A certain Jareel, I'm pretty sure, yeah, she done black magic on me. Let me just read through a couple of comments. And I haven't been Speaker's Corner for 3 weeks, man. Bloody hell, man. Well, I wouldn't have went last week anyway because it was raining. But Marcus, 10 back. Big up, Raj. Saggy Knights. Saggy Knight. I'm about to say something else. Rayon, big up. TCB0, big up. Rayon, big up. Yeah, big up the ground. Carl Holmes, released someone prison a metal weeks ago trying to get his girlfriend to be. Yeah. Urban and Rod, get over to real. Oh, shut up, Urban and stop promoting that goddamn Big Chin's channel. He's a little prick, he is. I'm not going back on that little degenerate's channel. Have you seen Go Live's response to the attack? No, I need to see it. And it's Coton. Black Van Man. What happened? What happened? I have to speak to Black Van in a minute. What happened? Was you actually attacked by a racist, or is that something that Pakistani expect? Is a thing. Oh, Angel Moon, big up. Obsidian, that's a good name. Rick Alton, King Raj. You know, you shouldn't say that, but I'll accept it. Thank you very much. I'll accept it. Oh, Mad Dunya's here. You have to work on your vocals. No, you have to understand, yeah. My message is better in the vocals of Fagafaz, 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 Fagafaz. the creature from the Black Lagoon of Bangladesh. Please, I said, can I have some more? There has to be a little bit of coarseness to it, because otherwise it doesn't get the nature of the creature of the Black Lagoon. The Black Lagoon, the little Fogafaz, has a kind of like nastiness to it. And so I need to have the glut in my, kind of like the gruel in my voice. Like, Fogafaz, 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 the creature from the Black Lagoon of Bangladesh. You get it? Then you can imagine what Fogafaz really looks like. Yeah. He does look like Zakir Naik, though. That's what I've been told. He looks like Zakir Naik. Yeah. So you can imagine him going to Green Street with big eyes looking like Zakir Naik and then buying stuff. You know what he brought. Anas Katon, Weebird, bigger. Al Kaka, my little Kaka, Al Kaka, Kaka. Kaka means baby in Punjabi. He still hasn't changed it. Al Kaka. Imagine a jihadi called Al Baby or Al Toddler. Oh my God. Imagine that. He's trying to be some great mujahideen and his name's Al Baby. Yeah, when will you change it? What does Kaka mean in a thingy? But it's Punjabi. In Punjabi it means thingy. Magic Dragon. Tea take rakes. I haven't seen you for a while. Wow, Padida. You probably missed me. You used to say that. Evening, Black Man. Yeah, Black Man, can you just write down what exactly happened so I can just read it out? Bonda, yeah, it means backside, your butthole. Marcus Turek, big up the rod. Time to change one of your business. What business? What business? I've only got one business, which is my art business. Black Man, Macedonia, going with news already. Even right straight about the tooth. It's not a tooth. It's something that, I don't know what happened. I still don't get it. Whether I ate too much sugar or ate something. I don't know what happened that day. I did go to a Pakistani chip shop. I'm not saying nothing. I go there all the time. Yeah, they recognize me. They go, hello, Roger from the Speaker's Corner. And I have to kind of pretend, hello. And they probably think, you goddamn degenerate, what you say about Pakistan. They're all Pakistanis in there. And they all know I'm from Speaker's Corner. So it's always a little bit awkward. Let's just say that. It's always a bit awkward, especially the Kashmiri ones. It gets a bit peak sometimes when I'm sitting in there. God knows what they've done to my chips. Marcus turned around. Another's here. Sheikh Juan's here, shaking his little lulla about like he normally does, a little winky of his. Yeah, I couldn't stop him today. I was out at home with a gum infection. I need to figure out. So we're going to try and figure out exactly. So Madunya in Punjabi, kaka means baby, kaka. Yeah. So Al Kaka in Punjabi, when he's speaking to Punjabis, we just see him as a baby. We want to cradle him like Al Kaka, Al Kaka, Al Kaka. You're like a little baby. Put a dummy in his mouth. He doesn't scare us. If you went to the Punjab and said Al Kaka's coming here to destroy you, we'd all start bringing out the bottles and like little milk and nappies. We're not going to be scared of Al Kaka. We just think of a baby. Yeah, Al Kaka. I'll big up Raindrop as well. No, let me say something here. Raindrop, yeah. Now, this is the thing here. I'm going to start defending Amaris. So before I go on to the thing here, I've decided, yeah. Jujar Singh, SSA, you are a real Punjabi shade. Thank you, my Sikh bro. See, not all Sikhs dislike me. Some of them like the fact that I stick to my grounds and I do what I want to do. I don't care if 50 million people not tell me I can't do something. I'm doing it. Yeah, you can like that or you can't like that. That just makes that's what makes the world an interesting place. Baba kaka, yeah, angel mo baby, kamai kaka, le to al kaka, ra kamai kaka, al kaka, ra kamai kaka, my little al kaka. You need to change that name, man. Yeah, you need to change that name. Ask the people, the Punjabis in the thingy, what does kaka mean? Other thing, yeah. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So when it comes to Amaris, I'm saying it now, yeah, and you're gonna have to listen to me. I am protecting Amaris from now on. Yeah, I am Amaris's bodyguard. Yeah, anyone starts cussing him out on the what Molid, or starts saying that he's doing the Sufi dance, and eating cake, I will say this to you: you're right. He does eat cake. He does Sufi dance. I saw his leader in Africa doing the break dance. Yeah, so it's true. I've seen videos of one video was of a cake the size of a room, and there was 100 guys around it eating the cake. Yeah, it looked crazy. There's another one with a cake on a car driving on top of the goodie. Yeah, there's a cake on top. Yeah, there's another one where they're doing a Michael Jackson dance. So I agree. Yeah, that it's probably not from Islam. I agree with you. Yeah, I think it's a cultural practice that has been introduced into the thingy because they're from India, and this is probably something the Hindus used to do, the break dance. Yeah, and the shuffling about. Yeah, I agree. It's probably a Hindu practice. On top of that, the cake eating was definitely probably a Hindu practice, and all of this dancing and like body popping around, like that's definitely from a Hindu kind of practice. Yeah, but I'm sick of it now. Yeah, let him do it. He's happy with it, man. Happy. So what if he wants to roll around, wibbly wobbling all over the place, wibble wobble, wibble wobble, wibble wobble, doing the freaking Sufi dance, break dancing, Michael Jackson's Bad, or freaking Thriller moves and all that kind of stuff. He's happy. He's not harming anyone. Yeah, let him just do it. Now what's happening? There's a real kind of like concerted kind of like effort to crush the Molid. Yeah. And I cannot stand by injustice. Yeah, I cannot sit by while my Molid pagan worshipping Amaris is being disrespected by the wibble wobble. Yeah, I will protect him from now on. Yeah, I am his Molid protector. Yeah, you need to go through me now, because let me tell you something. Yeah, he's at 100-0 loss rate. 100-0 loss rate. Even Ali has destroyed him on the Molid cake thing. Think about it. 100 debates, 0 wins. Yeah, it's getting to the point where I'm actually feeling sorry for him. Now, in the beginning, yeah, he used to do the Molid discussion. So I'll give an example. A week ago, I switched on Sir Faz's or Fogger Faz's channel, and they were having a serious conversation about God or something like that. A very important conversation about their religion. Oh, big up to Full Shepherd. I played it today. Everyone loves it. This is my propaganda. They're having a very serious conversation. And Mr. Wibbly Wobbly comes in. How dare you talk about my Molid? I'm going to prove to you. Bring your best scholars on. Bring Zakir Knight. Whoever you got, I will prove Molid. Within 4 minutes, he was destroyed. Yeah. Then I started feeling sorry for him. I was like, okay, it's getting silly now. Oh, big up to Oz, my little Jadotona, little wizard. Yeah, big up to Oz. We're gonna have some big news coming up soon, me and Oz. Watch this space. What do you think's gonna happen? Me and Oz, big news. Oh, what do you think's gonna happen? It's gonna be interesting. Let me tell you something. Yeah, soon, I don't know when, but at some point, yeah, something's gonna happen and everyone's gonna be shook. Yeah, me and Oz, yeah, I got something planned. Don't tell them what though, Oz. Let the suspense kind of creep up, then we can kind of like do a proper video on it. Yeah, so what happened is that he was talking about it, he got defeated. Then I switched off and checked back in 3 hours later. He was still arguing for the Molid. Then I switched off again. Then I switched back on like another 3 hours later, still arguing for the Molid, yeah. And then I started to think to myself, all right, there is something like kind of like charming about somebody that has such conviction. Even if I disagree with him, I'm like, okay, that's quite a nice thing to have, that you love your Molid cake and your Sufi dance so much that you're willing to go against your whole Muslim brothers and just constantly argue the same point and get defeated 100-0. Yeah. So as a Sikh, when I see someone being oppressed, yeah, and somebody who's like being oppressed like that, I feel it's my duty now. Big up to Sam. It's my duty now to now intervene, and I am officially now, yeah, the Mawlid protector. Yeah, the Rajanator is now the Praetorian Guard of the Mawlid, the protector of the Mawlid. You will not stop the Mawlid. Yeah, it's not happening under my watch. I'm allowing them to do the Sufi dance. They can do anything they want. If they want to do what they like they did in Africa, do the goddamn thriller. You know, when they go ding, 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 ding. Let them do it. If they want a cake the size of a lorry, let them do it. Yeah. No more. No more. You've had it now. Raj is Amaris's protector now. Now, Sam M's here. Oh, let me say something here to Oz. There's a lot of, and to Raindrop, we're going to have to do a show in the future about the similarities between Turkish, Iranian, and Punjabi, because I was speaking to Khan, and Khan, when we was talking, there's so many words within Turkish that are the same as Punjabi. So gardan, yeah, is gardan meaning neck. You know about Saracen, they grabbed him by the gardan, all around Speaker's Corner, dragged him around through the bushes and shit. That's the same. The word tava, yeah, which them not think is racist, is also the same thing in Turkish. When I spoke to Banksy, the word ganda, which means rubbish, is the same word in Iranian. So I want to do like a show where all these, try and figure out what the words are that are and dushman as well. The word dushman is in Turkish. So most of the people are my dushman, yeah. You can guess what that means, which means my enemies. Yeah. So this is the thing. Yeah, like the words are very similar. It'd be interesting to then go through all the kind of links to India and North India. Enemy, yeah, dushman. Dushman. Yeah. And I was having a conversation with Asif, yeah. Oh, here he is. My protected young boy, Mr. Amaris. Wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbling, wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly, wibble wobble, wibble wobble, wibble wobble, wibble wobble. What I'm gonna do, yeah, for you, Mr. Amaris, yeah, at Speaker's Corner, I'm gonna bring a jelly cake, yeah, in your honor. I'm gonna wibble wobble it, yeah, just in your honor, just to show the world that you cannot be stopped, and the Raj is there to allow you to wibble wobble like the jelly cake. The jelly cake now is Mr. Amaris' signature kind of sign. You know how Superman has the S, Batman has the bat. Mr. Amaris is now the jelly cake. That is his insignia that he will put up. So when he wants to do Mawlid, I'm going to get him a bat sign. You know that bat sign with the sign? Instead of the bat sign, in Birmingham, they're now going to have a Mawlid cake, jelly cake as the sign, and they can do their Mawlid with pride. Yeah, are you okay with that? Mawlid, like a McDonald's is Mawlid. Imagine McDonald's, yeah, and they just changed McDonald's with the M to Mawlid. We will make the McDonald's into Mawlid shops. Yeah, Amaris, I'm on your side. I'm on your side. I want to protect your Hindu pagan worship. I want to protect it. I want you to be Hindu. I want you to embrace your Hindu side. Yeah, on a serious note, yeah, this is me being serious now. I do believe, yeah, that Amaris should be allowed to practice Mawlid, yeah, because I don't think it harms anyone. Yeah, it's just a practice that they're respecting their prophet. I mean, obviously, if you're doing the moonwalk or doing some kind of freaking body popping, then it might go against your religion, yeah, or eating cake excessively that your teeth fall out or you turn into freaking a fat pig, then maybe that's a problem. But if you're just doing your own kind of stuff, that's cool. So I think, yeah, we need to all join forces against Al-Kaka. Kaka, my baby, Kaka, my baby, Al-Kaka, my little baby. And Grey Dunya, everyone's known as Gay Dunya. Maybe it was him Are you sure it wasn't you when they were talking about the pro-gay activist at Speaker's Corner? Don't know. Maulidor Bacha. Oh, let me just. Oh yeah, so I got a couple of other things I need to just quickly go over. So, like I said earlier, the link to Speaker's Corner. There is Oh, shut up, Jajar singing. It's funny. Shut your mouth. I like jokes when they're funny. Stick up your bunda then, you little prick. You better not be talking to me. I do like you though, my Sikh brah, but it doesn't mean because you're Sikh you're gonna get an automatic pass, because even Sikhs get the heat if they start to chat. Oh my God! Let me just quickly. I don't want to play too much here. Before I do, this is just a little bit of a humorous thing that happened on. Big up to Full Shepherd for my track. Yeah, I'll play a quick little bit of it because Full Shepherd's here. Oh, sorry, Jajar Singh. Sorry, Jajar. I apologize. I apologize to my Sikh brah. Maafi kar de, man. Maafi kar de, please. Maafi just means forgive. So here's the thing.
RSC. He goes, please, RSC, give me more. Please, RSC, give me more.
So anyone that doesn't know, Full Shepherd's my propaganda minister. He does all my tracks, so I got him to remix my my Full Shepherd. Let me just play it
Fogger face. He begs money from RSC. He goes, please, RSC, give me more. Please, RSC, give me more. Fogger face. The Fogger face on a black lagoon of Bangladesh. Fogger face on a black lagoon of Bangladesh. Crawling to the UK, saying, please, RSC, can I have some more? Please, RSC, can I have some more? Fogger face. He sold out his Muslim brothers. He created a channel called MMA. MMA stands for mixed martial art arguments. All he does is argue all day on Fogger Face's channel. Mixed martial arguments. The news, all that Fogger Face created to cause disunity between his Muslim brothers. 24 hours MMA on Fogger Face. The mixed martial argument channel. Boycott that bullshit channel. He's a Fogger Face from a goddamn black lagoon of Bangladesh. He has no morals, no it isn't. He was brought out by RSC. We can pay him again and we'll sell him out again. We'll pay him again, we will be sold out again. We can pay him.
Happy Brexit as well. Nothing's happened.
Anything. You'll take a cucumber. You'll take a goddamn carrot. You'll take anything. As long as it's a gift. As long as he can do something with it. You know what he can do with a carrot and a cucumber. He has certain kind of little things he can put it into. You know, like his bond. Yeah, we won't say what bond is, but you can understand. So Fogger Face. The creature from the black lagoon of Bangladesh. Please, sir.
All right, so yeah. Oh, before I go into a bit more serious, big up to Sophia Lewis. Big up to the Queen Sophia Lewis. Just so you know, the individual that did the Streatham terrorist attack, he was linked to Speaker's Corner when he was convicted in 2018. I think, and this is from what I read from it, he was posting videos from Speaker's Corner of a gay rights activist that he wanted to attack. So this is the thing. Is it? I need to find out exactly. He said the blogger believed the same person had posted a YouTube link to a pro-gay rights speaker at Speaker's Corner in Hyde Park, the court heard. So why was he posting this guy's videos up when he was talking about violence against everyone? He was talking about jihad and killing people, and he was posting that guy's video up. So I can only assume at this precise moment that maybe that might have been one of his targets. Yeah. So who that exactly was, that was from 2018. So I don't know who was there on 2018. Yeah, and he was also he was persuading his girlfriend to chop off his kuffar parents thingy. Now I'm gonna, before I go on, because I've got a few things I want to address. I was gonna do it tomorrow, but I'll do it today. Still not feeling that great, but I might as well just, I don't want to do it tomorrow. Now on Friday, I had to go out, yeah, to meet a friend. Yeah, I said it. A friend, unrelated to Speaker's Corner. Yeah, I have a friend unrelated to Speaker's Corner. Yeah, and the reason I went there was, this guy is one of my few friends. I've only got a handful of friends outside of Speaker's Corner. No, it's a guy. I've only got a few friends outside of Speaker's Corner, and the reason why I see them as friends is because they leave me alone. Yeah, they know not to contact me. He knows not to invade my space. He knows not to just ring me and say, "Hiya, Raj, how you doing?" He knows not to just pop up around my house. He knows my boundaries and he respects them, and so we can then meet up. And when I meet him once in a while, like maybe like 2 or 3 times a year, yeah, I like meeting up with him. It's fun, yeah, because he doesn't encroach on my space like other people do in the past, where they keep on turning up. Oh, Raj, let's go out, and it's just freaking annoying. Yeah, so I met him, and the reason why I had to meet him, oh my god, the reason why I had to meet him, listen to this, yeah, to go to the Pakistan, yeah, now listen, yeah, to the Pakistan office in Stratford to get a visa for him to go to Lahore and Pakistan, yeah, because he's going on a group travel to the Pakistani site where the good, like the Sikh shrines in Pakistan, yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, when I went in there, I actually did a video with me filming myself and trolling a bit, because obviously I wanted to play it, but he told me I can't put it up yet. But there were flags everywhere. I was trolling in the place, and then he said, "Look, you can't put it up because he doesn't agree with my political views." We hardly talk about politics, to be honest. In fact, I met him before I went Speaker's Corner, so he doesn't really keep up to date on my political views. We just talk about stuff that we get on with. And so I went to there. I'm going to turn the thing on. I'll just show you a little bit. I can show a little bit, I suppose, just to show you. Hopefully I don't show anything incriminating. I'm going to turn the volume up. Yeah, look. So I was in the. Let me just play. Oh, actually, actually, I think I could play that bit. Actually, I might actually play it. It's not that bad.
Before you go on.
Hold on.
This can't be the Pakistan. What is this? Ain't the embassy. This is something else. It looks like a pound shop. The Pakistan is thinking it's the pound shop. What is this though? I don't really get it. I'll say as per application. Okay, so it's a. That's what so Pakistan can't be the High Commission. No, I don't want to show my friend. Yeah, I do have friends now. Only a handful. He's the guy that I went the US with. He doesn't. Before you go on, he doesn't agree with my politics. He's always saying, "Oh man, I'll get on in certain ways." Pakistan. Don't say nothing. That's going to be obvious. No, don't push down. Yeah. Funny, yeah. This is the top of the line. I hang around with some big timers. Look, Kay Rose, just in Stratford. Kay's dressed. It's 19.
No, I didn't do nothing. There is another one, and I'm trolling a bit more, but I've been told not to put that on. Nothing bad though, just a few jokes about Pakistan. I did learn one or two things though where I went. I learned that the Pakistan kind of like commission looks like a pound shop. Literally, it was like I think it could have been a pound shop at some. It wasn't an embassy though; it's something else. So when you go to India, you can get what's called a Yatra visa, which I didn't know what a Yatra visa was until that day. And that means that you can go to all the religious places within Pakistan or the Sikhs. So he had a few problems actually getting that particular visa, getting it sorted out. Let me just show a little bit because I want to show something else though, which is actually there's a lady. Can someone tell me if a renderer is a lady or a man? A renderer, the one that does, all of those videos of me looking like John Travolta or whatever is it? I don't know what, Olivia Newton-John, whatever his name is. Is that a lady or a man? A renderer. She's the one that does, or he does all the videos for Pakistani Spec with those videos. You know those videos? Because she said something the other day that, shows the hypocrisy of Pakistani Spec. Yeah. Now there's a lot of people on Pakistani Spec's channel that say a lot of racist stuff towards white people or anti-Semitic stuff towards Jewish people and homophobic stuff or anti-transgender stuff to people that LBGTQ, XYZ, Zebula, whatever they are, on all of them, And this is the thing I have, my biggest problem. I'll big up Jupiter. Do you know, I want to mod Jupiter up, but I'm scared. I don't know what she's gonna do. She'd probably go mad and start freaking or like timing everyone up. I don't like people getting timed out though, so I have to be careful with Jupiter when she does it. So she's been doing a lot of videos, on people like myself, Jupiter, and stuff like that. And to be honest, I find the videos funny up to a point, but they are kind of do sometimes become vindictive, do become vindictive, Actually, I might make Al Bahaf a mod next time. I'm going to give him one mod because I'm thinking about making because he's actually a good guy. Another is another one, but I'm worried they're doing like tequila on me. And the next thing I mod them up and go tequila, and all my fucking things just blows up. My whole not blows up like that. I'm not saying you're going to blow anything up. I didn't mean it that way. I don't mean blowing up. I mean the virus. He's gonna get me arrested. Oh, no. Can't even say the word blow up with the Salafi because they're going to say I'm doing terrorism or Canada. So yeah, I might have a point. I might. So I'm only joking. I will. I used to have people modded up on it before. You wouldn't believe it. Big Arse used to be modded up on it. Big Arse. Now this A renderer is somebody that does a lot of propaganda work for the Pakistani Spec. Now the other day she put up a video, and this is what she wrote. On the video, read this. God's sakes, I need to freaking sort out. Oh God. Oh, she's doing some Jaddu Tuna on it. Why is it not? All right, let me just try. I need to figure out a way to do this without having to kind of it getting blurred out. See, it doesn't. All right, so. All right, so I'm pretty sure I normally. Iris, yeah. I need to go zoom in very close. So says 2020 is the year I'm sticking my foot on Pigeon's neck, obviously my neck. Raj is a liar and has been on Khan's back about a scenario Raj put to him. Yeah. So she said she's going to put her neck on my throat. So, like I said, I'm very polite to females. I will just say, go back to the kitchen and render your dishes clean. Yeah. Instead of rendering your goddamn videos, take that muck off your floor and render it clean, and take that muck off your goddamn dishes and be a good housewife and do what you was put on this earth for, which is to freaking well clean the dishes of your man. You in particular, not all women though, you. Yeah. Now, then what happened was this year, they were talking about what is it? White. I don't even know how this come up here, but basically they were talking about some racism, yeah. And read what remember, she's a white lady from Luton. Yeah. Now read what she wrote. So she said this year about her own, and now people could say it's not really racist because she's talking about her own race. But just read what she said here. This shows you how much she is a what I call a victim of self-hatred. She's somebody, a white person that hates herself so much because of people like Respect that are continuously propagating, yeah, indirectly, that white people are somehow more cruel than other races. And that is a form of racism. So what she wrote was this: the older you get, the more I learn, I am convinced white people have a defunct gene or something, and I'm not joking. The bullshit that white people done throughout history got to be because of a defunct gene, meaning that she believes that white people have behaved the way they have in terms of slavery and colonialism because of a gene defect. And that is the definition of racism, because you're not blaming it on culture. You're not blaming it on, let's just say, a way of life. You're not blaming it on anything apart from the fact that you believe genetically these people are predisposed to behave in that way. That is the definition of racism. Yeah. Although she's doing it against herself, if I was to change the wording to any other race, yeah, it would be racist. So let me just read it, yeah, to Chinese people, yeah, because I don't want to say black because they're Pakistani. They Raj read it and he'll do a whole show saying I said it, yeah. So I'm going to put the Chinese people, because Chinese people don't get offended about anything. They eat so many dogs that they got freaking no goddamn sense of what I call kind of like embarrassment anymore. Like if you're eating dogs all day, you're not going to be embarrassed about much else. So A. Rendell goes, so I'm going to change to Chinese. The older I get, the more I learn, I am convinced white people, the older I get, the more I learn, I'm convinced Chinese people have a defunct gene or something, and I'm not joking. The bullshit that white Chinese people done throughout history got to be because of a defunct gene. Is that racist if I changed it to Chinese? In my opinion, it is. Yeah. And then when I highlighted this comment to Pakistani Spect, guess what he did? What do you think Pakistani Spect, you know, the savior and the most righteous man since Mahatma Gandhi, what do you think he said? He booted me off the show, put me in the backstage and wouldn't let me back on. Yeah. Booted me off the show and wouldn't let me back on. And he didn't condemn it. He didn't say nothing really. Yeah. This is what else she said. After I called her out, this is her response. Mad Dunya says, read it again, yeah. I did not understand it. That's the story of your life. What? It's like, I might as well re-say the whole thing, like the whole of this 50 minutes. You don't understand anything. So why just read that part? Why don't you go back like 10 years and figure out what your teacher taught you before you start asking me what I just read? This is what she then wrote in response, yeah. So I said what I said, and then he chucked me off, and he goes, that's what I'm thinking. Example, slavery. White man would use black babies as alligator bait. This is not done by normal people. Defunct gene. Yeah. Oh, shut up, Jay, you little puddy. I disrespect who I want. This guy has been following me for freaking 2 years, Mad Dunya. 2 years, like a Bengali goddamn Terminator or Bengali later or something. Yeah, he doesn't stop. He's like a freaking lunatic. Yeah, in fact, I think he's probably more crazy than me. The only time I realized that Bengali later, I'm gonna call him the Bengali later, had a purpose. Yeah, because for 2 years I thought he was the worst thing in Speaker's Corner. He was useless. He's dumb. He's stupid. The day that I realized that Bengali later, Mad Dunya, has a purpose was when he heckled Raupesh. Watching Bengali later heckle Raupesh, for me, from an outside perspective, I finally realized that he's got a place in Speaker's Corner because there is an art to heckling. Yeah, as long as they don't do it to me, don't do it to me. Yeah, they're not gonna appreciate it. You followed me for 2 years nearly, or a year and a half, whatever. Year and a half or something. Yeah, you, the Bengali later. The Bengali later. So let me explain. Oh, look who's here. Braden's here. Oh, Asif's here. You know Asif used, and Shirky Stevens, yeah. I know my Punjabi is bad. I've never said it's good. Because earlier, whenever I speak Punjabi, everyone says, oh, Raj, your Punjabi is terrible. I know it's terrible. But the problem with me is that I'm a type of person that what happened was that I stopped speaking Punjabi because I used to hang around with a lot of Punjabis when I was younger, like for around 10 years, 12 years. Then I stopped hanging around with them and I started speaking way too much English. And for some reason, I just got into a bad habit of speaking English at home. And I'm not saying English is bad. I'm saying within my home, yeah, the way to kind of like practice is to start speaking more. So what I've tried to do over the last couple of weeks is to start speaking Punjabi again at home like I used to do when I was younger, because my Punjabi has gone absolutely terrible. Now, the thing is, yeah, people are going to say, oh, Raj, you're Punjabi, but I can't think about that because I have to keep on speaking as much as I can in order to get it back up to the stage when I was like 20, 21, 22. Because I'm telling you, I don't know how it can happen, but the less you speak, the worse it gets. Yeah. And so for around 8-9 years, I wasn't really speaking Punjabi much. Only if I had to on a real compulsory situation, like an auntie was, and oh, Sasri Kalji, Hanji, Matika, Hanji. And that's it. Other than that, I'd hardly speak. I was speaking English to my mom, to my dad, to my brothers. Now what I'm trying to do is to try and speak Punjabi as much as I possibly can. And obviously, it's not that great. It's always been, let me just say that my Punjabi's always been bad, though. Even when I was younger, even then it was bad. It's what you call like tutti, which is like broken Punjabi. Yeah, because I was the youngest in my family. So what happened was that because I'm youngest, my older sister's like 9-10 years older than me. They started speaking English, and then my mum started speaking English. My dad can speak English, and I just got into a bad habit of speaking too much English, and my Punjabi become broken, whereas theirs is fluent. So I'm gonna keep on speaking and speaking. And in the beginning, yeah, obviously people are gonna say, Raj, your Punjabi is terrible, rah. But I will say something. I was having a conversation with Asif, and we was trying to show the difference between Punjabi and Gujarati. So when you're looking at India, there are certain languages that are really pussified, yeah, in the sense that Gujarati is like skemcho, saruche, just the way they talk is very kind of girly, yeah. And so the languages in India, the one language that is very, very in your face is the Punjabi language. Yeah. So you can see like when a Gujarati meets each other, oh charu che or kem cho. When Punjabis meet each other, whether you're Muslim or you're Sikh, it's okay da. Okay da. They'll smack you in the back like okay da. When I was younger, one of the things that used to really upset me, because when I was younger, I was very quiet. I was like a little palla, very quiet. Sastikaji, put my head down, walk around. And I know people are going to say, Raj, what happened? I don't know what happened. It was like a freaking, something weird happened. But when I was younger, I was so quiet. You still grand. But the Punjabi people, yeah, in weddings and stuff, and whenever I used to go somewhere, like an uncle comes, oh, Gada! And they'll smack you on the back and you're it's a terror, or they grab you like, oh, and shake you about. So there is, yeah, a big difference in the language and the way that people behave as well. I think the language of the Punjabis is very robust, yeah, very kind of in your face. So he was saying something like, Asif would say, like, when you say marchod, I don't like using the word marchod because it's actually against mother, so I apologize, but I'm just trying to use an example. They call it like manchod or something like that, yeah, manchod. I can't remember what it was, but it loses the aggressiveness. But when the Punjabis say it's marchod, you know, it's got marchod, yeah, or padida, or ganjara, yeah. So the words of the swearings, yeah, are very different. That's why Asif, yeah, is a wannabe roadman. He can't really be a roadman, although he's been stabbed in his toe 3 times. Yeah, 3 times he got stabbed in his pinky toe. Now he's the most road Gujarati since Jinnah. Yeah, Jinnah. You know Jinnah? The guy that created bloody Pakistan. The most road Gujarati since Jinnah. Yeah, so that's who created Big Ards' country, Jinnah. So with a renderer, yeah, I know I'm going off thingy. With a renderer, let me say something to you, a renderer. If you're listening, yeah, if you're white, yeah, and you say that white people have got a defunct gene, I want to ask you, does your family have defunct genes? And I asked her yesterday, and guess what her response was? Guess what her response was? I don't know where I put the word. Oh yeah, here it is. So I asked on the chat because I went to a different channel. What's his name? I went on to what's his name? Belly, and all right. Yeah, so I said, are your relatives got defunct genes? And she wrote, don't tell me I didn't get the freaking comment. Oh no. Can't believe I screenshot so much stuff and a bloody comment, yeah. She did say pigeon, give it a rest. Let me just double check. Oh yeah, here it is. Oh, here it is. Thank God I got it here. So I asked yesterday this question. So read that. So I said, does your relatives have defunct genes? And this is how much self-hatred she has through what I call Pakistani specs indoctrination. Because if you're continuously telling people that you, because of your genes, you're bad, because of your race, you're bad, they will start to self-hate. Now, I've never heard someone say that their family have defunct genes, yeah. And this is it's actually sad, yeah. Yeah. Palestinian flag. I don't know what it is. Yeah. So it's kind of sad, yeah, because let me say something to you people out there. The white people, yeah, to the white people, I'm not your savior, yeah. I'm not your savior. I'm not here to save you. I'm not here to protect you. You can do that yourselves. But I will say something here. The white people do not have the monopoly on barbarity. Look around the world and look throughout history on all corners of the earth where there were no white people, like in China, like in Japan, like in India, like in Mexico. Look at these places and see what people have done, yeah, to not only their own people, but to other groups. And you will be shocked at the level of savagery that people have done. I mean, obviously, when it comes to the UK and the colonialism, it was the first time that a particular country managed to conquer such a large space of land, yeah, and went around the world. But if you look at from thousands of years ago, yeah, you will see the amount of savagery being committed against other people. Now, one of the things that I find very difficult is that the fact that I keep on hearing the Brits done this, the Brits done this, and I can see the Brits have committed, yeah, in the past, and I don't blame the generation now, but in the past have done some stuff that I would say for definite are some of the worst crimes that I've heard of. Like the transatlantic slave trade was a complete and utter disgrace. What happened to Aboriginal Indians, absolutely disgraceful. But then we go on to the hypocrisy of some of the people saying that. Now, Asif has done what he normally does because one of his descendants, Aurangzeb. Now look at India. India, yeah, before any white people come, was conquered by brown people, yeah, or people from Turkish descent or Mongolian, and they were not white people who come into India, and for 800 years, from the 10th century to the 18th century, persecuted. Yeah, not all the time. There were some leaders, there were some kings and Mughal rulers that were actually very compassionate. I think Akbar was one of them, and a few other ones, yeah, because they were more Sufi, yeah, and so they were more open to other thingies. But you're looking at around 150 million people murdered over 800 years. If you listen to some of the accounts of the Islamic invaders, you're gonna be shocked at the savagery that they did. There were mountains of bodies. In one campaign, there were 100,000 men captives of war. Every single one of them were put to death over 2 days. You then have there's a saying in India. I mean, there's so many cases of like. There's also the cases of the Mughals to punish the Sikhs. Here, they used to get the mothers, get their babies, chop their heads and arms off, and then put them around their necks as necklaces. Yeah, this is not from white people. This people used to get ripped in half, sawn in half, burned alive. You name it, around the world. So when I hear this, is she saying that it's only white people have done this? No, everybody's done that up to some point. I'm not saying it's because of their genes, though. I'm not saying that the people that come into India were genetically predisposed to do this. I believe that they had a particular culture and a particular ideology, yeah, that they believed that they had the right to go into India and to do whatever they wanted to the native population because they were not Muslim. And so they would give them the choice of either convert or die. And they did some real savage stuff over that, yeah. Now, white people, yeah, what did I say? You're an idiot, Asif, you little Gujarati prick. I said to you, it's not only white people. White people have done just as bad. But to say it's just white people, it's crazy. If you go to World War II and you see what the Japanese done to the Chinese, yeah, and the experiments they did on the Chinese, you will feel sick to the stomach. I mean, they were doing stuff that made the Nazis look like school kids. Yeah, they were not white. They were Oriental. yeah, or Chinese or yellow, whatever they call them. So they were not white. Were they genetically predisposed to do this? To say one race is genetically evil, yeah, or bad is the definition of racism. When you have, in America, where racist white people are saying that black people, because I've heard it, are have a higher criminal rate because of genetics, yeah, not because of not because of their financial circumstances, yeah, that is racist if you say it's genetic. So why is it any different when a renderer says it around about white people, yeah? So this is why you get people like Jupiter and them lot getting very pissed off, because when you're hearing this, you're like, hold on a second, I'm white, my kids are white, they can say this about my people, but if I say one thing about their group, you're a goddamn Nazi. Now people have got to stop doing this, because you're going to start creating racists. Yeah, you're going to start creating racists, because if you keep on telling people that they're genetically bad because of their forefathers' past history, then you're going to create people like Braden. Yeah, Braden is the product of people, because Braden's in the chat, is a product of people constantly telling probably him, oh, white men are bad, white men are bad, white men are the problems of the world. And what does he do? He becomes the what you accuse him of being, which is the white guy, yeah, that is a bad guy, this particular one. So yeah, you've got to stop this, man. I'm sick and tired of it. And Pakistani Specs channel is the biggest proponent of what I call hypocrisy on the whole of the internet. Yeah, it's absolutely disgraceful. Yeah, so when you see that little what's her name again, that goddamn lunatic, a renderer. Now, the other thing I found quite strange about because I'm talking about Pakistani Spec. Also, Salahuddin's there. Poor Salahuddin. Do you know what? I feel like roasting Salahuddin, but let him just be happy. Let him be as long as he's happy, man. As long as he's happy. But what a freaking oh my god! I'm trying to be positive about Salahuddin. When I think about Salahuddin, I get kind of upset, because I can imagine a Salahuddin when he was like a year ago playing the guitar, because he used to be guitarist. He used to play the guitar, enjoying himself in Norway, and now he's just there going, I don't know what he's doing now. I don't know what he's doing now, but he doesn't play the guitar or anything. Yeah. Now, the other thing about Pakistani Specs, there's a guy that Ultra Funky's hey, Ultra Funky. Now, let me say something. Ultra Funky has managed to unite, guess what? The people that believe in a God. Yes, I was on Pakistani side of me joined up. Me and Khan joined up. This just shows you, yeah? This just shows you that the power of the atheists, yeah, we will combine to defeat their ideology. Yeah, and that's what we did. I liken it to, imagine, yeah, everyone's fighting on Earth. So you have one country fighting this country, India fighting Pakistan, Pakistan fighting God knows what, Bangladesh fighting, I don't know who they can fight. Maybe they'll fight. Who would Bangladesh fight though? Bangladesh could fight. I don't fight themselves. I don't know who they fight. I don't know who Bangladesh fights anymore. Who's Bangladesh's enemy? I don't know. I'm trying to think about that. So basically, imagine everyone fighting, and the alien force comes down, yeah, like something out of E.T. or Aliens and Predator, yeah. All the world countries would unite against the alien force, and this is how it is about the situation with atheists. Even mortal enemies like dushmans, yeah, which means enemies, will unite against the atheists, and their leader is Ultra Funky. Yeah, I've got a kind of almost like a fatwa on your head now, from like the coalition of the God people against Ultra Funky is the most dangerous atheist ever. He's like the messiah of atheists, and he's very, 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 very convincing in his arguments, which makes me believe he's a demon sent by Shaitan. Yes, he's sent. Ultra Funky's been sent by Shaitan to make us unbelieve. Now we need to combine our forces to make, and this is the thing we need to do here. Ultra Funky's greatest weapon, is not his lulla. Not that I know anything about it. I'm sure I don't know why I said that. It's not his thing. Sorry about that, Ultra. It's not his unit. It's his what I call unwavering, kind of like unwavering kind of morality. So far, the Ultra Funky has proven something that is indisputable. That him as an atheist has been the best behaved out of everybody on these chats. And I've seen it. And so he can use that argument to say atheism, having atheism means that you can be a good person. You don't need God to be a good person. I kind of agree with that, But I promise you, Ultra, I will use the power of the Raj, my one goddamn superpower, against you. And this is a promise. I will use my irritating, annoying self to make you shout at me. Yes, you will shout at me. Shout. This is my thing. I wanted to shout at me like, Raj, I'm going to kill you. Raj, I'm going to kill you. Just wait. And then I'm going to be like, hallelujah. And then I won. Dude, I have one talent, Actually, I'm telling you that drawing as well, But I have one talent within the Speaker's Corner realm, which is that I have the ability to annoy on a next level. And it's something that you can't teach, you can't learn. Either you got it or you haven't. There are people, even Raspect, Pakistani Spect, cannot take me. He has to keep on putting me in the back chat. And he's even admitted, he's even admitted that I'm the most annoyingest person he's met. When I jump on a panel with James Jones, James Jones, he finds me so annoying, he immediately leaves the chat. Immediately he leaves the chat. I can jump onto a panel which is totally productive, and as soon as I jump on there, the whole channel turns to a shit show. I have this superpower within me, and I will now turn it on the leader of the atheists, and I will make Ultra want to kill me, metaphorically. Yes. I wonder how long it's going to take. I don't know. I'm going to start working on it now. I'm going to start working on it. Not right now. I need to figure out how to do it. I need to find his Achilles heel, so I can now start to figure out how to poke him like, Ultra, wake up, Ultra. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to annoy you. Watch what I'm going to do to you. Ultra. Watch. Yeah. You like that? You like that, Ultra? Yeah? Can you take that? What if I keep on doing this all day? Huh? How would you feel if I kept on doing this all day to you? Huh? How would you feel? Huh? Imagine that if I was in front of you doing this. Ultra. In your face. Ultra. Yeah? Ultra. Imagine if I kept on doing that to you. What would you do? What would you do? Huh? Would you still stay calm if I kept on doing that to you? Ultra. Imagine that. Ultra. Could you take that? Or would you get my goddamn finger and snap it and say, right, and chuck me around and fucking fling me to my death? Yes, I'm pretty sure you would. So, yes, you're not dreaming. You're not dreaming. It was a real life scenario. Now, the other thing about Pakistani specs, yeah, there's a guy on there, and I need to find that. Let me say something, yeah. I want to know who this person is, yeah, for a couple of reasons. And I might actually tell the police. This is actually to the police, yeah, because I don't want to directly report him because I don't know enough about him. But I do want to highlight something to Haysay Barnes and the police. There is, and I am dry snitching here, yeah, whatever dry snitching means. There's a guy, yeah. Don't time at al kaka, my baby, al kaka, my baby, al kaka, my baby, al kaka, my baby. Don't time him out, yeah. Put a dummy in his mouth instead. Now, when it comes to Pakistani Specs channel, there is an individual that plays games as a kind of a way to kind of entertain the dumb cult. You know, the cult here is so dumb and so goddamn easily bored that they have to have a game in the background with like shoot 'em ups and goddamn like jumping about and all this kind of stuff. Don't know what they're doing. And in that game, this individual starts to kind of refer to people from Speaker's Corner like myself. Yeah. One of the things is that he says he did one where a family or people were getting shot in a house, and he said it was my house, implying that, yeah, people are getting shot up in the house and it was my house. Yeah, which could be seen as kind of an aggressive, or let's just say kind of a threatening kind of statement to make. Now, this individual also has done other stuff that I find a bit dubious. But the other day, yeah, someone needs to tell me, is this an Islamic State flag? Or now, before I go on you, because I don't want to say 100%, can someone tell me? Yeah, I'm going to look at certain people's al-Bayt or another. If you know, is this an Islamic State flag, or is that just a normal Muslim flag? What is that? Okay. Big up Aris said, good, yeah, Sasrigal Baji. So what flag is that? Because he was putting this flag up around the game so he can put them on the game. It's like one of those modded games. And he kept on putting on flags and stuff, and he kept on putting this flag. Now I need to find out exactly what that flag is, and if it's an illegal flag, yeah, or whether it's just a, because I look, there are flags here that, and he was putting this one up as well. Now I don't even know if this is illegal or not, if this flag is allowed. So he's putting the Irish Republican flag up. And if you look at this one, he's got all of the flags together that he, remember, he put them there. They weren't in the game. He put them there. He's modded it up. Now, I'm not, all right, so let me rephrase. I'm not saying they're illegal. Let me rephrase that. It shows a mindset of an individual. If I'm putting flags up of a particular movement, and that movement is linked to terrorism, and you know that, and you're then putting those flags up, yeah, you're kind of indirectly supporting or condoning that particular flag. So I'm not saying that he 100% is, but I do believe PC Barnes, there's an individual on Pakistani specs that goes by the name Ganji. It could be Ganji or something like that. And I want to know whether those flags, yeah, the particular flags on there are just your legitimate flags. Because I'm not one of those type of people that believes that just because it's got Arabic writing on there and it's black, that it's automatically an ISIS flag. Because I'm pretty sure the reason I say that is because there's flags for certain Sikh groups that are black with writing on it, and they're not actually terrorist flags. They from a distance they could look like it. What is this? What does it say on there? Well, then tell me what it is then, Asif. You're the expert on the flags. What is the flag, my little Gujarati prick? Tell me what it is. I'm asking a question. I didn't say it definitely is. I said, tell me what it is. Yeah? So don't start freaking rattling your little Guji mouth off. Tell me who it is. All right, so let me go back to the main topic for a second. Like I said, there is an article that, you know, today, the individual that done the terrorist attack in Streatham, luckily, the guy in Streatham, yeah, he didn't kill anyone, thank God. The person that was critical earlier is now is now out of critical whatever the doctors goddamn terminology. What do they say? They're out of the grey area, whatever. Yeah, they're basically gonna live. That's the main thing. And so the individual that done the terrorist attack was shot dead. Yes. I'm not gonna get too happy about it. But let me just stable, yeah, stable. And I'm not talking about the stables that Hallspec goes into. Stable in terms of they're not gonna die. Yeah, stable, yeah. So critical condition, not no more. Now, the individual that did it was actually arrested and charged and put in prison in 2018 for telling his girlfriend to behead her kuffar parents, propagating ISIS material and bombs and stuff like that in terms of how to make them. And he was in a closed group on Telegram. But the thing that I found the most interesting is the link to Speaker's Corner. Now, you're going to probably ask, what is the link? What is the link to Speaker's Corner? What is Raj talking about? Now, this is an article that is on the net. So if you type in the guy's name, which is Sudesh Aman, you will see articles from ITV, the Independent, the Sun, and everything. And obviously, this was at a time that the Rajnator was not at Speaker's Corner, or was there, but not the Rajnator you know today. The great Pokemon Jihadi hunter. Yeah, I capture them where I see them, and put them in their boxes. Now, when it comes to this thingy, the guy was putting videos up here in this back chat about people I think he wanted to attack or wanted to kill to go to jihad and go to heaven. And one of them was this that was mentioned in the newspapers, and all the newspapers, so it must have been very relevant. If you read the bottom bit, read that. So it's very, very clear, and in every single paper. So there must have been an importance to it. Now I'm going to look into it. Obviously, the Raj just found this out. Oh, big up to Wee Man. Big up to Wee Man. Cool. We'll see you, thingy. So he goes. The blogger believed the same person had posted a YouTube link to a pro-gay rights speaker at Speaker's Corner in Hyde Park. Yeah, the court heard. The relevance of that is that when he was posting links into this Telegram chat, it was about violence and supporting ISIS and people he didn't like and stuff like that. From my assumption, he was telling people to do X, Y, Z to this person. He then was posting a link to a pro-gay rights activist in Speaker's Corner in 2017 or 18. Now, the reason he was posting it, I don't know exactly. Yeah, it could have been that he was like, look at my gay mate. I love my gay friends in Speaker's Corner. Big up my jihadi gays. Yeah, it could have been anything. But, for my opinion, this individual was probably posting it as a way to say, look at this degenerate guy, look at this guy propagating thingy. And he could have, I'm not saying he did or was, because I'm going to look into it. Maybe he was planning something against this guy, that he wanted someone to do something against him for his gay kind of what you call kind of rights activism and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's the only thing I can think of why he would post that video. Is it a false narrative, Jay, or is it something that could be possible? Yeah? Jay? Is it something that could be possible? That he was telling people to kill people in this Telegram chat, and all of a sudden he posts a link to a gay person, but that's the only one he didn't want to hurt. Why would he post up links to a gay rights speaker at Speaker's Corner? What would the reasoning be for an ISIS supporting terrorist? Look, Jay, you say maybe, but we can never know for sure. You will never know for sure because you're a cockroach. You're not the Raj. You will not know anything because you got your head up your own bund and you can't see beyond your own goddamn big nostrils. But I am the Raj. And I will look into it and I will find out because I am the Raj. So yes, I will make it my mission to find out exactly what he was doing with this situation. What did he want to do? And why, yeah, was he posting this? Yeah. All right, so to Jay, yeah, look, let me say something, yeah. I apologize, yeah. I apologize. Because he's saying, Raj, your language is disgusting. And I have to admit, yeah, my language is disgusting. But you're kanjar, a puddida, a rammi, yeah, a banchod, and a goddamn cunt. Is that nice to you? Are you happy now? You know, I even gave you a little cunt at the end. I don't normally swear in English. But just for you, I gave you that. Hope you're happy with that now. Yeah. So with that particular one, I'm going to start looking into to find out exactly what's going on with that. Because I actually want to find out what the connection was. The other situation that happened is that I don't know if people know. I don't know if people know, but the police have capitulated to the kind of pressure from Fogger Faz. Fogger Faz, Fogger Faz, Fogger Faz. Now, look, the police are in a difficult position. Now, I'm going to talk about the Quran situation, the holy scriptures of all religions. Yeah. Now, I'm in a kind of like a real, like I would call like I'm kind of like in a mixed emotions about this news here, because the police have said that if anyone was to tear up the Quran, they will be arrested for civil disturbance. This is what I've heard, yeah. I've been told that, and it's been tweeted by Steve as well, yeah. So for me, I'm in a kind of like a catch-22 situation, yeah. Big up to R.O. Sid, yeah. I'm in like a weird kind of like as a religious person, I'm kind of happy. And as a free speech guy, I'm a little bit disturbed. But I can't explain it because for me, like I'm like, okay, I don't want anyone. Big up to Lady, the Queen Divine's here. Queen Divine, everybody, stop what they're doing. The real Queen Lady Divine is in the house. Show her respect. We have the honor of the Queen Lady Divine here. All you cockroaches, all you peasants, bow down to your queen. And do not even think for a second you can say anything, because I'll mod her up and I'll tell her to bloody well. I might mod her anyway, just to annoy people. So big up, Lady Divine, man. Queen Divine. I love calling her Queen Divine on Pakistani slips because you can hear from his voice here. He goes, It sounds like he's gonna feel sick when I say Queen Divine. So big up to Queen Divine for sorting out that bloody. What's her name? What's that lady's name, man? The one that's always like, you know, if you talk to me like that, I'm gonna come round your house. Who's that lady that always says that? I've forgotten her name now. The one I say that she's boring. She always comes on and she's, oh Raj, you don't like me. I said, I don't. It's not that I don't like you. I just find you boring. Your voice is irritating. What's her name? What's that lady's name? Finest Wine. That's it. Oh my god. Oh god. I don't know what to do now. She puts me to sleep, man. I don't know what to say. Yeah. So what's happened is that the police have given a ruling. Let me just double check before I say one of these. Yeah. Let me have a look. Let me just check with the Speaker's Corner, because obviously he's our leader. So yeah, I'm in a real like. On the one hand, I'm like, yeah, I agree. On the other hand, my other side, which is like free speech, I don't agree, and I don't know how to kind of like reconcile the two at the moment. It's kind of a weird thing because I have to put myself in the shoes of the Muslims. Would I accept the Guru Granth Sahib being ripped up? And if I'm being honest with you, the Guru Granth Sahib is a Sikh scriptures. If I'm honest with you, I wouldn't resort to violence though. Yeah, what I would do, like I've said, what I would do personally is I would, if they were trying to do it or they put it on the floor, I would pick it up, walk off, and the police can arrest me and charge me. And I will, yeah. 150 million died in World War I and World War II with the Spanish flu. Oh, thank you, Brumtown, for that good news. You know, it's always a nice, cheery message from Brumtown. You know, just says I've got a flu as well. Yeah, 150 million people died. Thank you very much for cheering me up. Let me just quickly just. Oh, here it is. Police threat to arrest anyone damaging the Quran tomorrow at Speaker's Corner, and that was at let me have a look. So let's have a look. I don't know exactly. Oh, happy Brexit to everyone as well. Happy Brexit. Happy Brexit. Thank God that was over and done with. I was getting sick and tired of that. Goddamn. Bring up the 150. Oh, I can't find it. So basically, if that's from the Stevenator, the leader of our group, yeah, I mean, I think what happened is this, and I said this to, if I'm being honest with you, this is what I think Fogger Faz's plan was, in my opinion, which was to create a situation where he would cause so much like propaganda, because he was stirring up the pot for days with his Fogger Faz barn and all that kind of stuff. And what he wanted to do was to chuck everything into the equation. So originally, James SC was saying the Quran. He then went, okay, and it was kind of a clever move. I'm not going to say it was a dumb move. For Fogger Faz, it was actually, for the first time, I think his only real clever move. Normally, he's a dumb idiot that eats palm all day. But his move was this: okay, you're going to do the Quran, be fair, and let's say kind of like consistent, do all religious scriptures, and also the Union Jack and the poppy. Yeah. And then the poppy. And what then happened then was that it then widened the group to not just Muslims, but to lots of other people that what actually would actually be upset. Yeah. Now, obviously, when it comes to like who gets upset the most, that's a kind of a different question. Like, there's no doubt if we was to have a competition about who would get upset the most, yeah, well, there's no doubt there's only one winner. Only one winner, the gold medalist of getting butthurt. There's no doubt about it. We know it would be the Muslims. They would be the most upset. But that doesn't mean other groups would not be upset either. So if you was to get the Union Jack and was to put it on the floor and burn it or spit on it, there would be someone in Speaker's Corner that would find that offensive and would probably do something, maybe even violence. I don't know. If you was to get the poppy, same thing. Even Wendy, I heard, got a little bit aggressive. Like, yeah, if you touch that goddamn thing, I'm gonna rah, yeah, whatever she says there. Even her. Then with me, with the Guru Granth Sahib, similar situation. I wouldn't resort to violence. What I've said my stance would be this: if it's a religious person, say if somebody from a different faith, yeah, maybe a Muslim or a Christian or whatever, said to me, I'm gonna desecrate your Guru Granth Sahib next week, what I would do with them is like, okay, when you come next week, I'm gonna meet you here with a copy of your religious scriptures, and whatever you do to my religious scriptures, I will do the same to yours. I wouldn't instigate, I would copy. Yeah. So if they ripped a page, I'd rip a page out of their one. Now, with that, we have like a stalemate, yeah, like two nuclear powers. I wouldn't say, I was gonna say India and Pakistan, but Pakistan only has little kind of like fireworks. So I'm gonna have to use India and China. Let's get Pakistan out of the equation. They're bankrupt anyway at the moment. Probably can't even pay for the fuel of their rockets. So we have to leave them out of the equation. Now, when it comes to but when it comes to somebody who's an atheist and they do not have a religion, I can't appeal to them in that sense. I can't say to an atheist, well, I'm going to do this to your religious scriptures if you do this. What I would do, first of all, I'd ask them and say, look, dude, man, please, you're going to be disrespecting my holy scriptures and you're going to upset a lot of people. And then if they still went ahead with it, and this, for an example, they started to like either drop it or maybe rip, I would, and I'm going to say this straight, I would just hold it, grab it, and walk off. So an example would be someone's going to do it. I'll just go, all right, walk off, yeah, hold it like this, and then I would let the police. I would actually walk to the police and say, arrest me, because whether I like it or not, it's not my property, yeah, it's not my property. So I would take the legal repercussions of getting charged for it. I wouldn't even contest it. I would say, okay, I've taken my property of the individual. I'm walking away. I've stolen it, and I'm not giving it back. Arrest me, officer. Yeah, and I'll take the charge. I'll take the charge. That is the best way to do it. Now, unfortunately, the people that say it's cowardly, for them, you have to understand they're savages. Yeah, you need to understand they're savage. They can't understand that there are different modes in order to resolve an issue. Yeah, some can be taught and some can't. Yeah, and the thing is that if you're going to Speaker's Corner, yeah, and you think that you can do X, Y, Z within that space, then it's not gonna work out well for you. Yeah, you're gonna be counterproductive, because the reason why the person is doing it is to provoke you in a way, to make you to show everybody that your religion teaches you to be aggressive or something like that. Religion teaches you to be aggressive. So instead, just do what other people have done. I mean, Rat Boy has done that. Deep did that. They just took their Quran and they walked off. Yeah. So that's the best thing you should do. You shouldn't go around, and I even said to my Sikh brother, don't want to say too much about Amaris, Sid, but I even said to my Sikh brother, I can't agree with any form of threatening or violence, and this is where I differ with people. So I'm in a two kind of like minds about this. Like, the police have said that if anyone comes and starts doing it, yeah, burning or desecrating the Quran, they'll be arrested, not for actually. Oh, what are you? That's a bit childish, Rod. You're better than that. No, I'm not better than that. You know, when people say to me, Rod, you're better than that, what I say to you is, I'm not better than that. Yeah? I'm not. I don't have much faith in humanity. I think a lot of human beings are a waste of space. Sorry. Once you figure that out, life is easier, yeah, because you realize that most of humanity is pretty much worthless in a lot of ways, yeah, because obviously most of them are like the cult of Pakistani sect, who only can follow an individual and cannot think for themselves. So you will see on Pakistani Specs channel, if they say Lady Divine is a bad person, then Lady Divine is then a bad person, even if the day before Lady Divine was a good person. They have no real mind to think for themselves. I give certain people props, and I'm not going to say their names because they're going to get heat for it, who have gone against the grain. And even they have told me through private message, I don't want to say too much, that when they went against the cult behavior of Pakistani Specs group, they were then ostracized, yeah, and made to feel like a bad person. And this is the definition of cult behavior, yeah. Yeah, it's the cultish behavior. I myself, yeah, if I had 30 million people saying to me, this is right, and in my heart I knew it was wrong, I would stand up and say it's wrong. Even if I might be wrong myself, because I'm not saying I'm always right, even though I am most of the time, yeah. So this is the problem with humanity as a whole. They cannot put their head above the parapet, because when you put your head above, I'm telling you something, it will get hot for you. You will get heat. You will get hate. But you people, yeah, most of you in the chat, yeah, are not cut from the same cloth as me. I'm better than you. You've got to accept this. I'm not even being trolling you. I just am. Yeah, because the reason I'm better than you is because although you might say that I'm deluded or I'm wrong, I have the ability to be able to think outside of the box and not conform to society's norms. And so just by that, I'm better than you. You got to accept this, and it's gonna hurt. But do you know how you make yourself equal to me? Stop being a cockroach. Stop being a member of a cult. Start thinking for yourself. Do not go by group think. 50 people say to you, they've done social experiments where they have said they've put people in a group, they've made everyone else actors except for one person, and they have managed, just through the power of persuasion of groupthink, make the individual who's not an actor start to believe and do things that he knew were wrong because the group were doing it. Yeah. And this is the problem with humanity, with most of you here. Yeah. Most of you here, yeah, unfortunately, a lot of you are haters in my chat. And I love it. Do you know why I love it? Because even though you hate me, you are worshipping me. I am your God. Do you know why? I'm not saying I am God. I am your God. Because you, even if you hate me, you cannot believe there is an individual that is so much better than you out there that can do things that you could not even dream of doing. Do things, yeah, and say things that you, yeah, would not have the guts to ever say or do without having a goddamn mask on or sitting behind a computer screen. Yeah. Now I will say one thing, yeah. There is somebody, yeah, that is better than me, yeah, in a lot of ways. And the reason why this person is better than me is because this person is another person that I kind of, in a way, I kind of respect, yeah. The reason being is because it's hard to be different, yeah. And this is the thing, yeah, that a lot of people don't understand. Like, it's hard to be different. That's why people that are different do get a lot of heat. But there is somebody out there, yeah, that is an inspiration to all people. Now it's TYO Chav. Yeah, it's me again. How you doing, mates? Yeah, like I said, yeah, me and Raj, yeah, we don't always see eye to eye, yeah. But I'm telling you something now. Yeah, let me just focus it in. I'm telling you something now. Yeah, I'm telling you straight now. This is TYO Chav. And I'm telling you, like Rod said, look what I carry. I don't care what Pakistani say to me. I'm carrying the Pakistani flag with the LBGTQ. And don't give a shit what you say. I don't do group think. Pakistan Zindabad. Yeah, you hear me? Pakistan Zindabad. Like I said to you guys, yeah, I don't give a shit what anyone says. I am the whore of Lahore. Yeah, I've been born in Lahore and they know me as the whore of Lahore. And I'm proud of it. Yeah, I said it. I'm proud of it. Yeah, everyone says, why are you proud of sucking cock? I say to them this, listen here, there's an art to it. There's an art to it. Look at my mouth. Yeah, this mouth, yeah, is a trained goddamn assassin when it comes to sucking. Yeah, little lulla. Yeah. So this is the thing, yeah. I'm Chav TYO and Pakistan Zindabad. Pakistan Zindabad. Yeah. So obviously that is one of our Pakistani veterans from up north. Yeah. Called Pakistan thingy. And here's another one. Hiya guys. Hiya. You know what I say to you guys? You know, ring me up here at 0800 555 6695. I'm telling you something now. You see this flag here of Pakistan is in my butt crease. Yeah, I said it, in my butt crease. Pakistan Zindabad. Pakistan Zindabad. Look how cute I am. Have you ever seen anyone so cute as TYO Bunny? Anyone look like TYO Bunny? I'm cuter than goddamn Cindy Crawford. Look at that flag here. Do you want to be that flag? Do you? Do you want to be that flag? Right in my butt crease, yeah? And I'm telling you something now. For 1p per 10 hours, you can be that flag. Yeah, I said it. You can be that flag. Pakistan Zindabad. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Here's another one. Oi, yeah. I'm Pakistan's #1 gangster. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, look at me. Look at me. Yeah, look at me. Pakistan Zindabad. I don't give a shit. I'm eating a pork sausage as well. And I've got the Pakistan flag. What are you going to do about it? What you going to do about it? I'm telling you something now. I'm Pakistan's #1 movie star. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I'm bigger than Amitabh Bachchan. I'm the Tom Cruise of Pakistan's Zindabad. Yeah, I told you so. Yeah, there ain't shit you're going to do to me. I will eat pork sausages, hold the flag, and say Pakistan Zindabad as much as I want. See if there's any more on it. Oink, 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 oink. Oink, 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 oink. Pakistan Zindabad. Oink, oink. Pakistan Zindabad. Oink, oink. Okay. We'll leave us our little TYO alone. People might be wondering, why am I so savage to TYO? Because this is what inbreeding does to you. Look at his family. Generations of inbreeding. Look. Oh my god, I forgot this one. Oh, oh my god. Look at that flag, yeah. Look at that flag in the belly, man. Oh, give me some more pig fat. Give me some more pig fat. I'm not full yet. Give me some more pig fat. I need some more pig fat. Pour it in, boy. Pour it in, boy. Pour that in, boy. Pour that pig fat in my gob. Pour it. Look at that, the belly button. I forgot I've done that one, yeah. I forgot I've done that. Let me explain something. You know when you're doing Photoshop? Oh my god. I did so many memes on TYO in literally, I think it was an hour. I managed to do 6 or 7. That's how much of a beast I am when it comes to photoshopping. Have a look at this one. Hiya, guys. Hiya. It's your friendly neighborhood prosy, TYO, the prosy of Manchester. How you doing, guys? You see these big old jugglers? You want a bit of that? You want a bit of my jiggly wigglies? Yeah, give me a call. I'm on the side street of Manchester in Oldham. And yeah, I'm telling you something now. If you want this face looking down upon you while you're doing the jiggery, I'm your girl. Yeah, I said it. Look at me. Look. Pakistan Zindabad. Pakistan Zindabad. Yeah. That's it. And look at this one as well. I forgot I did this one. Hiya! Look at this. The Kardashian. I'm the Kardashians, yeah. I'm the Kardashians of Pakistan, yeah. You know the Kardashians got nothing on me, yeah. Look at me. I am, yeah, the real Kardashian of Pakistan. Yeah, look at that saucer. Look at that saucer that I'm carrying. Hold it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Pakistan's in the bud. Look at that belly. Oh my god, look at that face. See, you can't. Let me explain one thing here to anyone that does Photoshop. Yeah, if you want to know how to make something look more realistic, there is one technique. What do you think here, people? What mistake do people do when they're doing Photoshop? And it's a very simple mistake, but I'm going to tell you what they do. Have a guess. What do you think they leave out when they're Photoshopping faces and stuff like that? What do you think they leave out that makes something look less realistic? Have a guess. I'll show you. Look at the flag. You see that shadow? See the shadow? I put that shadow on myself. Shadows. 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 Look. Now, people might be asking, why am I being so savage and nasty? Now, let me say something. This individual has made the worst memes and the most disgusting stuff about my MUM. Yeah. I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to speak too loud because someone's actually. It's late, so I can't talk too loud. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and people can hear everything. So this is why I'm so savage with this guy, because this guy has done stuff against my MUM that nobody has done before. Yeah, nobody has done before. Yeah, lied and made slander and done pictures and stuff like this is so disgusting that this guy has literally like gone to a new level of savagery, and so I'm going to be savage with him. Yeah. I'll be savage, you know. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah. If you're telling me, I don't care anybody. No one can tell me to lay off this guy. No one. I don't give a shit what anyone says. I don't care a shit whether he sues me or whatever. I don't give a shit. Yeah. I'm telling you something now. This guy is a demon. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you how much of a demon he is. Yeah. I'm going to play an audio from him with his discussion with reactionary. Now look at, let me tell you something. I showed this particular one to the Popo, and they're saying that this could be seen as incitement to violence. So listen very carefully, TYO. This one here. When you put this one out, you'd finally cross the line, yeah, that I believe that I can actually get you done for a criminal charge, not a civil charge. Because you're saying wanted dead or alive, yeah, then you have a picture of my in the middle. You say that for the high crime, yeah, of stealing from a temple, and you give a reward for $10,000, yeah. Now, is that an actual? How do I know that this isn't your real intention? How do I know you aren't truly, yeah, trying to put a contract out on someone? How do I know? It might be real. Especially since you, in an audio that I have, you said that you know gangbangers around the UK. I know gangbangers around the UK. And I know the food trade. I sell food all over the place. I sell food here. I sell food here. With those two combined, I would say, yeah, that I fear for my safety and my family's safety. I'm going to tell you that straight now. Because on the one hand, he's saying that, you know, he's putting a bounty, basically. It's basically a bounty. Yeah. And I don't mean bounty in terms of what you eat, you fat prick, but bounty in terms of what's it called? You know what? Yeah, bounty in terms of putting a price on someone. And when I know about that individual's past, their kind of claims they've made, then I've got to ask myself, how seriously do I take that particular threat? Because it's a threat. It's a threat. No matter what anyone says, it's a threat. Let me just play something, because I'm going to show you something about this individual that people don't know or people seem to miss. He was threatening, and let me explain something. I really dislike reactionary. Yeah, let me say something. I really dislike reactionary. I really do. Yeah, I think he's a pompous little prick, and even I will say one day I will have a word with him, but it will be a discussion. Yeah, at Speaker's Corner. I won't be doing anything. I'm gonna say, and the thing is, here, this individual TYO was saying this about his MUM, about reactionaries. Have a listen to this. Let me see if I can find it.
So I can promote you. All the way down here. That's full.
Because this will show you his savageness. Is it?
But you try to like that, like when you're on a public platform.
I've got all these recordings on it. Let me find the one. I don't know where I put it. That's not the one. Let me show. Oh yeah, this is another one. Read this, guys. To my Sikh bras. Read this. Read this from Young Ottoman. Read this. So he says here, big up Guru Nanak Dev Ji. He would spit on vermin like Raj. Raj will reincarnate. So he's saying that our Guru here would spit on me. It would. that our guru is that type of he believes the guru is that type of guy that goes around spitting on people. Yeah.
Alright. Well, Somalians.
Let me just figure out where I got that thing from.
If you look at the
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna also before I found something important here. So you know, there's still 150 people. I was gonna lock up. I'll stay for a little bit longer. Then I'll give another half an hour. What I'll do is I'll go over something here. I was having a conversation with Jordan M. Yeah, and Jordan M, obviously the white savior of the Muslims. You know, they prop him out, wheel him about, like, have a look. There's a normal Muslim, a white Muslim, and he's not ginger. You can join us, yeah. And one of the things I was saying to him, and he doesn't understand the kind of tensions between the South Asian community, because I have to admit that most of my problems tend to be with fellow South Asians, yeah. And there's a reason for that, yeah. There's a reason because of the long historical differences and the fact that, you know, the what you call the invasions of India, yeah, are problematic for Hindus and Sikhs, but are actually seen as something amazing for the Muslims. So you can understand why on one side, the Sikhs and Hindus look at the Islamic invasion of India as something being like a trauma to India, and the Muslims that are there see it as them being saved from hellfire. So it's a very complicated situation in the sense that, you know, when a Muslim is looking at the invasion, they see it as like them being liberated from their pagan beliefs, yeah, and like God, they've been saved by these people. For the Sikhs and Hindus, we have the opposite. We see it as an invasion, and a very bloody, barbaric invasion, yeah, where 150 million people were killed over 800 years. Now, I'm not saying that all the Islamic invaders were bad. There are some that were basically, by today's standards, would be seen as apostates or even Sufis, or basically not really Muslim. There's a couple that, you know, I've heard that, oh, they're not really Muslim. Now, the issue I have with this is that I was explaining to Jordan M that one of the, if you was to talk about one, yeah, what doxing? I didn't see it. Oh, don't worry about it. They've done that all. Oh yeah, big up to Oz. Don't worry, they do it all the time anyway, man. It's, what can I do? So one of the individuals, if you was to name one individual throughout the Islamic conquest that is a clear-cut bad guy, yeah, is Aurangzeb, yeah. And the issue I have is that some Muslims see Aurangzeb, not the Mughals here, but Aurangzeb, as a hero. And to the Sikhs and Hindus, he is the most oppressive ruler that has ever come into India. And this is where, when I hear someone saying big up Aurangzeb, or I say people saying Aurangzeb's a hero, I'll big up to Full Shepherd. I have to look at you and go, okay, so your version of Islam condones Aurangzeb's behavior. So I have to start looking at you as I would consider to be extreme. Yeah, anyone that says Aurangzeb was a great leader. One of the biggest proponents of Aurangzeb is Adnan Rashid. This is why with Adnan Rashid, when he says he's a moderate Muslim, I don't believe any of it. I don't believe any of it. Because once you can say that Aurangzeb is a good leader, then there's a problem. I start looking at you going, okay, so you think Aurangzeb, who reintroduced that bullshit jizya, yeah, and obviously I have to go, I pay that bullshit jizya. Sorry, it's late. Oh, you're mad. Yeah. The individual that reintroduced the jizya, yeah, was the individual that was tearing down people's religious places, forcing people to convert, yeah, by the sword. He killed his own brother, who was also a moderate Muslim. He was like basically a Sufi, yeah, and he hated him for the fact that he was so moderate. On top of that, you had his own father, who was a prick anyway, was imprisoned, and then you have what you call kind of the whole sort of onslaught on the Sikh people. If you was to look at one individual throughout the Sikh history that has caused the most trauma to the Sikh people, is Aurangzeb, yeah. And so when we look at him, and I look at him and go, okay, this is a clear-cut bad guy. To me, it's basically, so people who are not from the Indian subcontinent. The only comparison I can do is like for a Jew, Hitler. So imagine the Hitler to the Jews. Aurangzeb is similar to the Sikhs and Hindus. We see him, especially the Sikhs, we see him as somebody that is beyond the pale. Somebody who, though wasn't directly responsible for, say, the executions or assassination attempts on our gurus and stuff like that, he was the person in charge. A bit like Hitler, not actually carrying out the acts of genocide, but he's second in charge, like Himmler and people like that, were the people organizing it. So this is the thing, how we see him. Now, listen to how, Adnan Rashid describes Aurangzeb. Have a listen. This is just from like 2 weeks ago. This ain't like 7 years ago. This is 2 weeks ago. And then ask yourself, why do you think Raj might have an issue with Adnan Rashid when he says stuff like this?
Because Aurangzeb is someone who's actually consistently now of late being demonized.
Yes,
as an ISIS.
Not even now. Demonization of Aurangzeb started during the British period.
But it's happening a lot now.
And that
is revived now.
That historical tradition, which was very pious.
That he was radical, he was extreme, he implemented Sharia laws, he oppressed Hindus,
When did this narrative come about?
As you mentioned, the British period.
During the colonial period, the British particularly, specifically, systematically created this narrative to divide the Muslims and the Hindus. So to get the Hindus to hate the Muslim past of India, they created villains like Aurangzeb and Tipu Sultan. Okay?
Who are two of our heroes.
Yes, absolutely.
They are heroes.
And then the Muslims.
So you have two guys here. One of them, the guy, I can't play the full thing. I don't want to get a strike. He's an individual that seems like a very moderate Muslim. And then I hear him saying that Aurangzeb is their hero. Not a good leader, not somebody that did good and bad, but a hero. Now, for the Sikhs, for people to understand who are not Sikhs, the persecution of the Sikhs, the most persecution was from Aurangzeb's era, from like 1770 until around 1710, when he passed away. Throughout that time, the Sikhs were persecuted and were literally hunted down like dogs, in the sense of the way they were hunted, had to hide in forests. They were like, imagine like the Yazidis, where they had to hide in the forests and stuff. The Sikhs had to defend themselves, and this is why the Sikhs that you see of today, are so militaristic, because of the persecution, mainly of Aurangzeb. The only way we survived, don't say that, Jatinda, please. I'm gonna have to. Don't use that word. Only the Lochan can say Sulla. Only the Lochan, because he's allowed to say it. So Sulla is a bad word for Muslim. I don't like people saying that. So when you hear someone like Adnan Rashid going that this individual that we know, it's not that I believe, we know was responsible, if you do it again, anyone writes the word Sulla, you're gonna get a timeout, or you're gonna, if you keep on persisting, I will have to ban you until you learn. So please do not, keep on using that word. Although, as another said, the way I say Sulla comes off the tongue quite easily. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I don't enjoy saying Sulla. I don't enjoy saying it, but I have to say it sometimes in order to tell someone, don't say Sulla. Don't say it. Don't say it. So with Aurangzeb, you have an individual that for 50 years, well, I'm going to ban you then, Jay. All right, you're off then. You're talking like a prick anyway. Put you in timeout one more time because you're a little prick. I will actually ban you. So say it one more time. Now, when it comes to Aurangzeb's era, from 1770 per se to 1670 to around 1710, you can look at all the most traumatic times for the Sikhs are within that 40-year period or 50-year period. All of them, nearly all of them. You're looking at, just to give you an example, Guru Tegh Bahadur, which was the 9th Guru, who was executed under the orders of Aurangzeb for defending the religious rights of the Kashmiri Hindus. So the Aurangzeb was started to introduce the jizya tax. I ain't paying that bullshit jizya, yeah? You mad? Started to introduce the jizya, started to forcibly convert the Kashmiri Hindus. There used to be a lot of Kashmir Hindus in Kashmir, obviously not anymore. And when they did that, they came to Guru Tegh Bahadur, who was a ninth Guru, for help. And he put himself forward with his other companions and went to Aurangzeb, and they basically tried to force him. If they basically gave him the ultimatum that if you can convert me, then the Kashmiri Hindus will convert. Obviously, Aurangzeb, the savage he was, he tortured them all, yeah, and ultimately executed Guru Tegh Bahadur, but he never converted, yeah. Now, Guru Tegh Bahadur is now honored in India, even by Hindus, as the shield of India for protecting the religious rights of a different community, because there were Sikhs and they defended the Hindus. Now, Adnan Rashid has a different version of that story, which is that Guru Tegh Bahadur was going around killing people and destroying the north of India. So he was killed for being a kind of like a for causing kind of a social mischief, yeah. And so you can see the difference in the histories that we look at, which is what causes issues, because now he's saying that Aurangzeb is basically a hero. I need to ask him when I go to Speaker's Corner. I can't really speak to him because I'm more heckling him. I'll get someone else to ask him, okay, is Aurangzeb the hero when he, yeah, indirectly allowed his general Wazir Khan to execute Guru Gobind Singh Ji's two youngest children by bricking them up alive? So the 10th Gurus, yeah, had four children. Two of them died in battle, yeah. Two of them were captured with his mother, and they were forced to convert, and they refused, and they were bricked up alive, yeah, at 6 and 8 years old, yeah. I want to know, and they died for protecting their own religious rights and saying we're not going to convert. Is that a heroic behavior to Adnan Rashid? Does that seem heroic? Is that heroic? If you see that as heroic, then I got to question your morality. I got to question whether you truly are a moderate Muslim. Are you a moderate Muslim if you believe that the persecution of Aurangzeb in India, yeah, is a great thing, and he's a great leader and an amazing Muslim? In fact, he does go on camera on a lot of times, yeah, saying that Aurangzeb was actually, yeah, hated because he was a good Muslim. Now think about what he's saying here. I've actually got the recording here. I don't want to play too much because I don't want to get a strike, but let me just play this.
As a reaction to that. But the truth is in the middle. The truth is in the middle. The British narrative, unfortunately, the colonial mosque in Lahore, which was the largest mosque in the world until other mosques were made later on. Even today, if you look at the Indian language in India, spoken by the Hindus, it is heavily influenced by Muslim vocabulary, Muslim dress code, Muslim culture for that matter. This cannot be taken away from India. So the Muslim civilization in India achieved hugely positive things for the Indians and India. Muslim contribution to the freedom movement against the British East India Company and later on the British Empire. Wallahi, the list is so long.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, is beloved in the chat? Is beloved in the chat? That little goddamn little Bengali munchkin. Is he in the chat? I can't see his comment because I just heard Lady Divine talking about him. That little 4 foot nothing big mouth. Is he in the chat? Because I'm gonna play something of me and the little munchkin on Pakistani specs. You know this little munchkin, yeah, is the biggest prick I've ever met. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He takes being a degenerate to the next level. Even Pakistani spec gets pissed off at him because he talks so much shit. Oh my God, I'm such a good guy. You know, I'm just here for love. I'm just here. Please, Raj, be a good Sikh. Please, Raj, be a good Sikh. Listen here, you little prick. You are a degenerate, beloved Mohib, you little turd. Yeah, every time there's some bullshit going on, you got your little freaking munchkin body in the middle of it. Yeah. Listen here, yeah, Munchkin. You're not Lady Divine's people. Lady Divine is a queen. You are a cockroach. You cannot even step in her vicinity by 1,000,000 miles. Don't think you're her people. You're just a goddamn sellout and a little prick. Every time there was a problem at Speaker's Corner, yeah, I'll give an example of how much of a snake this little prick is, yeah. He's 4 foot nothing, yeah. He's the skinniest person in Speaker's Corner, the smallest person in Speaker's Corner, and he behaves like a goddamn more Bengali Eminem or something like that on the chat, singing again. You look like an idiot. You look like you're at some freaking Bengali movie from the 70s, yeah, with your goddamn stupid spiky hair and all that bullshit, yeah. The thing is about him, yeah, look at the 2 times remember when Callum was being chased out or Callum was being kind of like heckled at the park from all those guys. Yeah, remember that time when Jedi and them lot? Guess who was in the front stoking the fire? Mohib. Watch the video. That little prick was in the front saying, "What are you going to say now? What you say now, then, Callum? What you say now? What you say now? What you..." Go to my video when I was escorted at the park. Guess who's in the front? Mohib. What you say now, Raj? What you say now, Raj? What you say now, Raj? With his camera in my face. Both times, it's this little cocky prick that was there in the front, stoking the flames. And then he pretends to be some goddamn little Mahatma Gandhi, peace-loving little prick. This guy is annoying as anything. He's a little turd, and he talks the most amount of shit. But when you see him in person, because he's so goddamn small and skinny, you can't do nothing to him. It's like when I meet him, I'm angry with him. Then I see him, I'm like, oh, what can I do to that? Look at it. Like, what can I do to it? What can I do to this thing? So I have to just leave him because I don't know, oh, there's not much I can do, yeah. Now, what happened the other day, yeah, he was on Pakistani specs, and for the last couple of weeks, yeah, he's like a mosquito, yeah, he's like a mosquito. For the last couple of weeks, yeah, he's been chatting shit, yeah, about me in the chat. Every day he's writing, Raj, be a good Sikh. Raj, be a good Sikh. Follow your gurus and all this shit. And I agree, that's a good message, yeah. That's a good message. But he's so patronizing, yeah. He's such an annoying little prick when he says it, yeah. Because I know, yeah, he's a sly little dick, yeah, that just keeps on pretending to be some kind of good guy. So what happened was that he was on Pakistani specs the other night, yeah, and guess what? He mentioned my name, and guess who turned up? Candyman. The Raj turned up. And let's see what his reaction was after chatting so much shit. Yeah, let me play a little bit of it. Let me see if this is.
And then, you know, when she come on there, they're coming up with the comments and everything.
God, I've got so many Amaris thingies. Let me see if I can find it.
So that's going to respond because I feel harassed.
What day was it? Oh, look at these pictures, man. Look at these pictures first. Look at that. Sikh women leading the prayers in the temple. Come on, man. You can't argue against that. I know I keep on saying go to the kitchen and wash the dishes, but that's for me kind of like, because I can't shout out a woman, so I have to just say that in order so I don't get angry, because I know it's going to piss them off. So I just say that. But look how nice that is here. You have women leading the prayers. Yeah, nothing happens. You know, it's not an issue.
But you tried to explain
Hold on.
yesterday, so I can't understand what I just.
Oh, here it is. Here. So let me explain. Yeah. Little old Beloved was on there, or Mohib. He went on to Pakistani specs, and he talks the most amount of shit. Yeah, even Pakistani spec lost his temper, and this individual is so deluded that he was saying to a Pakistani spec, "I accept your forgiveness. I mean, I'll forgive you." Yeah, like he's forgiving someone for something that he had no right to forgive them for. Yeah. Yeah, we let women in. Yeah, and they lead the prayers as well. I know. How dare us? How dare us? How can we cope? So this is me jumping on the panel to confront him. And listen to this.
But you tried to explain it to him in code, yeah, because you didn't want to bring up Silas's name, yeah. We was all confused, bro. And remember, I'm like, as a host of the show, I can't just think of the people on the panel. I've got to think of everyone, Mohib. I've got to make sure the show stays engaging. I've got to make sure everyone in the chat understands what's going on. That's my job. Do you know what I'm saying? So if I had allowed you to continue conversation, then everyone would have left because they would have been like, what the fuck? We don't understand what's going on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like everyone left because they just don't understand what's going on. So what I said, you might as well just be direct or have the conversation with Okindo privately. But you can't do the halfway thing. That's all I'm saying, bro. I'm not trying to...
I forgive you, bro. I forgive you. But let me say something. I walked in my house. I see somebody called Crackhead Okindo Gold, yeah? And let me tell you, I've been seeing this all day today. And I think it's because of what he did yesterday. So I come on this panel and I just said, yo, Okindo, no matter what people say, not referring to finance why they're tall fat, yeah? Said, no matter what people say, because remember, people are also watching the chat. You know what, bro? Keep doing what you're doing, fam. That's all I wanted to say, fam.
Yeah, I hear you.
You're mad out your mind, fam, to figure out how to say your name like that.
What you should know Okindo is, yo, bro, I want to speak to you in a hangout.
I don't need to speak to you in a hangout.
That would have been a better way.
How can you work like that?
That would have been a better angle, brother. I'm not gonna lie, because I would have been.
No, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I considered it. Then I thought, no, you know what? I'm gonna go to the panel and I'm gonna show people that, you know what? No, me and this brother's cool. The Muslim and this brother's cool.
No, it's got like two Muslims, bro. Because
Me as a Muslim, I'm not talking about everyone else. I'm talking about me as a Muslim.
But what has Islam got to do with this?
Nothing. We're walking around of Islam, blood. That's why, me as a Muslim, if somebody sees that, if anybody in the world considers me a Muslim, they'll say, oh, look, okay, the Muslim, cool, positive. That's a positive sign. The same way that Rise walks around everywhere, and then we...
Oh, shut your mouth, you little prick. You little prick. Stop mentioning my name. That's why I've jumped on it. Now what are you going to say to me? You've been running your mouth about me for weeks, chit-chatting in the thing, you're like a barn-eating little prick. Yeah, go back to your little freaking cave. You're a munchkin, yeah? You're acting like you're a freaking 6'5", yeah? Goddamn what MMA fight. You're smaller than... You're the smallest guy in the park. You're the smallest guy in the park, and the skinniest. You're skinny than Abu Talib. What are you going to do? You run your mouth like a freaking 6'5" MMA fighter. Who are you?
Unity.
Listen, mate, for the last 2 weeks, you've been running your mouth about me, yeah? Non-stop. You just mentioned my name again. Yeah, you just mentioned my name again, Ripida. Ripida, you just mentioned my name again. What are you on? How much barn do you eat a day, little prick? How much barn do you eat a day to get this high? How much barn are you eating a day to get this freaking out of your head? Who are you forgiving? How can you say, I forgive you? I forgive you. But you're in the wrong, you little prick.
Look, my brother, let me tell you something. Listen.
How can you forgive someone when the person hasn't done nothing?
But then, one minute. As Lexi said, no, Pastor. Raj said what you had to say. Mohib respond to Raj, try to do it thing, and I'm sorry for shouting, but it's like, man, then we kept on talking over, man. And I'm just trying to explain to man that, like when you're on a public platform, you kind of have to make your points very clear to everyone. You can't really come on the panel and give like indirect messages to individuals because the rest of us just don't understand what's going on. And for me, that person will just end the show, innit? Like, because it's better that man them have that conversation in the hangout, you get me? But Mohib,
on the panel, but let me clear something.
Mohib, it's got nothing to do with coming on the panel, bro. One minute, Mohib. It's about coming on the panel and engaging in the conversation that's already happening. As Katie does it as well. Like, man, come on the panel, there's a conversation already happening, and man, then will switch it up to something that's not related, and then not only that's not related.
What you're doing is you're gaslighting me. I promise you're gaslighting me. But all I'm saying is that I took a moment when it was silent to interject that, and trust me, I would have been out. And you see, I was out. When I started with the camera, I was out, fam. Man's not looking into it about myself. Nothing I do is about myself.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. Like I said, I think you're sincere, so I don't think you're doing it deliberately, but I do think that you can just be a bit...
You're so righteous, no
Let him respond to you, right? Alright, let him respond to you. Yeah, you spoke, let him respond. Go on, beloved. You know what, you're my brother, keep your thoughts. I'm not going to be fake with my brother, you get me, and not tell him when I think that he needs to be more direct. I'm going to be real and say, yo, just be more direct. And
I was so correct, yeah, that I threw like somebody that I really care for under the bus, innit?
What was that?
Oh, that's why I threw under the bus again, innit?
Yeah, but you're not throwing her under the bus, that shit. Like, just respond to Raj, innit? And then we can get there. Big up my sister melanated in the building.
Yeah, right. The only thing I have to say is be a sickie, man. Just be a sickie, that's it. Probably a good one.
Have you finished?
He legged
He's
it.
run. He's legged it. Shut. Darga. That's all you have to say. Is that what you're going to say to me? Be a sickie and then you leg it.
That's all he just legged it. He ran off. Yeah. After all that mouthing off here.
You're running your mouth about me for weeks.
Actually, this should be one of my new kind of intros here, because have a look here. This is him not realizing that I'm on the panel, and he mentions my name not knowing I'm on the panel. But listen to it. Listen to it again.
Okay, that wasn't cool. Positive. That's a positive sign. The same way that Rise walks around everywhere, and then we...
Oh, shut your mouth, you little prick. You little prick. Stop mentioning my name. That's what I've done it. Now what are you going to say to me? You've been running your mouth about me for weeks, chit-chatting and everything. You're like a barn-eating little prick.
That little idiot, man. Listen here, yeah. When you say be a good Sikhi, that is good advice, but it's not good advice coming from you. Because you're not a good representation of Muslim either. You should become a good Muslim first before you start telling me to be a good Sikh. I'm sick and tired of people like you that are self-righteous little pricks telling me how to be a good person when you yourself are utter gunjas. Yeah. Don't tell me how to be a good person, because if I'm hearing it from somebody who I see is acting in bad behaviors, I cannot take you seriously. This is why I don't listen to the Lodgen. I don't listen to certain people that say to me, Raj, I don't listen to Pakistani spec, because let me explain something. Oh, say, how are you, Sonia, whatever. Yes, I agree. I'm a genius. Yes, I'm a genius. I'm not a joke. Oh, I'm still doing this drawing, actually. But yeah, so the similar thing with Pakistani spec. You cannot give me advice, Pakistani spec, because you are the biggest hypocrite. When I hear him say stuff like, don't talk to my black sisters like this, and then I hear him talking to Lady Divine, talking to Betty, and talking to other black women in a derogatory way or a disrespectful way, I'm not going to take him seriously. When I see him saying, don't be racist, but I see him being racist indirectly to white people, or being anti-Semitic, or showing hatred towards gay or lesbians, yeah, big up the lesbians, or gay and the LGBTQ community, I cannot take you seriously, because everything you're doing is not to do with righteousness. This is why the channel of Pakistani spec, the Lion's Den, cannot take it when I jump on. People keep asking me, Raj, why do you go on there? There's a reason. It's not because I love to be abused, even though I don't actually mind it. It doesn't really bother me. But what reason why I jump on it? Oh, maybe if you want it, but Angel Moon, I don't mind selling it, but it's freaking well. Like, if you want to buy it, because I was thinking about selling it, but it looks like this. I can finish it for you. Yeah, I'll sell this to you if you want it. It will actually, I think it will actually. I actually kind of like it now with the part not drawn because it's kind of unfinished. It kind of looks pretty cool. So if you want it, you can have it. You can not have it. You can buy it off me if you want. Yeah, it's actually if you want me to finish it, I can finish it. Tell me. It won't take long. I can just add in the rest of it. So this is the original one that I did. Don't really need it now because I'm doing that. But I actually kind of like what it is. Yeah, let me say something to Angel Moon. One day I'll be famous artist. I think. Well, I will be. I don't care what anyone says. I'm a type of person. Once I put my mind to it, even if it takes 50 years, I'll get there. This will be one drawing, Angel Moon, that will be unique because it's the only drawing I've ever done that I've not finished the end bit. Yeah, I think it might be. It might actually be kind of like a more of a what I call it a unique piece because I've never ever left the piece. I had to water dropped on it and I had to redo that bit. Yeah, we'll negotiate a price, man. We'll negotiate a price. Let's see what I can do. Yeah, I'll sell that. I'm actually gonna start selling a lot of these old drawings because I'll probably sell that one at some point. I'm gonna start selling all of these shitty little drawings of it. I might even get rid of my Spider-Man one. I don't know because I want to start concentrating on the bigger drawings, and I need space for my room, and I can't see the point of just keeping them in portfolios because I'm not going to exhibit these anymore. These are the old Raj. I have to concentrate on the big drawings, and so I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I've got so many drawings. I've got hundreds and hundreds of them just sitting around. So I'll probably just start getting rid of them and selling them at some point. Yeah, I'll get in contact with you, Angel Moon. Yeah, I actually still love that drawing, though. I'm not going to lie. I do still love this drawing. It's still a great drawing. But the problem with it, it's got a shine to it, and I hate that shine, man. It kind of like thingy, but the message is still great. With the 1984 is here with the YouTube and thingy, being a fascist state, and obviously with the phone and stuff. Yeah. It's the one that Sargon of Akkad actually used on his thumbnail. So yeah, I actually still really love the drawing, to be honest with you, but I would never exhibit it. The reason I can't exhibit it is because there's a shine on it now that I can't get rid of for some reason. I'll try to wipe it down, and obviously it's a little bit knackered as well in terms of that side. If you want me to finish it off, tell me. I don't mind. It won't take long. It'll only take like a couple of hours or maybe a day or so. The new version. Yeah, I will, Sir Stevie. Yeah, I will. No, but I'm going to do it of this one because this is a more up-to-date version now. So this is the new version. So what's going to happen now is obviously this is totally not drawn in though. This is totally rough. There's no detail done yet. It's just me sketching it in. But instead now, I'm adding more detail to the actual thingy. So where is it? This is going to be Google. This is going to be Google Glasses now. And now what I'm going to have is here. I'm going to have an ID card here, and the ID card is going to be a what's it called? I don't know what's going to. The ID card is actually gonna do this. The ID card is gonna have a it's gonna have the ID of the person. So here's a quick little sketch I've done of it. Yeah, so you can see how I sketch my stuff out. Yeah, I might actually put a signature on there myself, but the ID of the person is gonna be Orson Welles, date of birth 1984. It's going to have a barcode on there like this, the person thingy. And so it's going to be like an identification card for like the fascist state. So I've wanted to put in Orson Welles into there and 1984 in some way, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. And I thought, screw it, just do an ID card. Yeah. put an ID card and put it as the date of birth. Yeah, I might do. Beloving has actually got a good idea that I'm thinking of doing anyway. I'm thinking of putting an ID thing on this bit here. All right, so he's asking me how many pencils does it take to do a drawing? Yeah. Yeah, you can get it. You get it. How many I've got? How many pencils? Yeah, hundreds. All different shades, all different thingies. So that's a 5H, lightest, and then you can go all the way to my darkest pencil is actually 9B. Mechanical pencils, white pens, you name it, man. Bloody loads of stuff. I'll stay for another 15 minutes just to round off the show. I'll stay till 3 o'clock because it's still like 117 people, probably leftovers from a Pakistani spec not doing a show tonight. So like I said, I'm only gonna in all honesty, yeah, I'll sell that one off at some point. Once I've finished this one, then I'll sell it to Angel Moon. She can have it. Hopefully I'll become famous and then, you know, it'll be worth something. Not hopefully. No, I'm not saying, don't ever say the word hopefully. I will. This is the thing. You have to will yourself to do it. You can do it. You just got to work hard. Don't accept mediocrity, because this is mediocrity. This kind of stuff. That's just looks good. It hasn't really got no substance. So you've got to create stuff with substance, stuff that makes people think. Yeah, makes people think. So to beloved, stop talking about me, and we could be cool. Oh, I hate it here. I hate it. To our resident gay minister is here. Yeah. Let me say something. Go to I Hate It Here's channel. This is Simon, and watch the video. I'm gonna put the link in the thingy. Watch the video he did of what's his name? Bloody well, Ralpesh. Yeah, it's a crazy video. Yeah, I wish I freaking downloaded it. It's the right reaction propaganda mix. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the channel. I actually freaking love that video, man. I'm just a bit scared. I don't want to get a strike on my thing. So let me just put it in there. Go to thingy and watch the video of I Hate It Here. And I've chucked it in there. It's actually a great video, man. Like I was watching, I was like rocking out. You know when you sometimes like you're drawing and you're like it's rocking out, man. It's like a great soundtrack. Let me just double listen to it again. Let me just. Do you think I will get a will I get a strike by playing it though? Will I get a strike for playing it? Let me see if I can. Let me just get a strike. Let me just see. Let me just see. I don't think I will. I might play a minute, maybe 30 seconds, so I can. Yeah, I was rocking out, man, like some freaking metalhead freak. Going mad. Yeah, I was going mad. I need to ask. I need to find out. Can you just write in there, Simon? Have you been going? Yeah. Are you been going to Speaker's Corner before 2018? Has he been going to Speaker's Corner before 2018? Has he? Have you been going to Speaker's Corner before 2018? Has he? So I'm just going to play a little bit of it. Hopefully I don't... So this is I hate it here, yeah, and I have to say this is might be his pinnacle, kind of like movie, like the movie, like it will be his what is it? What's a movie that is famous for someone like so for what's his name? Christopher Nolan, The Dark Knight. For yeah, whatever, stranger, bring the papers along. Bring the paper for the so-called slander. Let me read it. I will say something. The majority of people that will probably be suing me for slander, I have folders upon folders upon folders of, I know what you're going to say, and it's not that. Folders upon folder of evidence of this slander towards me. So don't worry. 2 years worth, yeah? So let me just play the bit of it, yeah? So this is his take on Raupesh. What have I got online? Don't want to play too much. It's a cool little video, man. I was like rocking out, man, like some freaking middle-aged lunatic. If anyone saw what I was doing, I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a good little thing, a good kind of like propaganda video from Stephen Eater's new movement, obviously, and we are part of that movement, including Simon. Now, Simon, I don't know if you know, but the guy that done the London terrorist attack today, he was arrested and he was actually in prison in 2018. And one of the things that he was doing was posting a video of a gay rights activist in Speaker's Corner, yeah, on a Telegram kind of like a forum. Now, I'm not saying this is 100% true, but it could be that maybe because he was saying he wanted to be a martyr and do a terrorist attack. You don't know. Maybe he was going to target that guy. I don't say that's the case, but I want to look into it. Yeah, so let me read it to you. Bloody hell. Didn't even know this. All right, so in 2018, he was put in prison and released after a year. And that's when he went on to do that attack. So this is what was said, yeah, about the guy. Yeah, read it. You need to get your gay kind of like what is it called? Your gay kind of what do they call it? Not gaydar. Your gay contacts to find out who is this person he's talking about. So as you can read, it says the blogger believed the person that was in the the guy that done the terrorist attack basically, had posted a YouTube link to a pro-gay rights speaker at Speaker's Corner in Hyde Park, the court heard. So, like, I'm obviously I don't know enough yet, but I'm assuming the reason he was posting it is not because he liked the guy. Yeah, it must have been to do with the fact that he probably was against his way of life. So, is there any? I don't know how to find out. I know it sounds like I'm being a little bit kind of like presumptuous that because you're gay, you're going to know. But I'm assuming there must be some perks to being gay. Like, if you don't know other gay people around who was there, can you try and find out for us? Who is it? Because I don't think it's I can't see it being Paul, because I've never really heard him doing pro-gay right stuff. I thought for a minute it might be Steve the Atheist, because I actually thought Steve was gay myself when I first went Speaker's Corner. I'm not gonna lie, for around 2 months I actually thought he was gay. I don't know why. Everyone kept saying he's gay, and because he never said he's not, and the way his mannerisms sometimes, I just assumed he was. Yeah, it's only when I started realizing he's got a kid, and when I started seeing him looking at women, I was like, all right, he's a bit of a weird gay. I don't really see gays like with Simon. I mean, like, you know, like I've never seen him look at a man. I've never seen Steve look at a man. I've seen him like have a good little gander over to a woman. So I've always he's not gay. He's not gay. And if he was, he would say he was. Yeah. Yeah, and his shirts don't help. That's true. That's true. So can you find out for us and text me when you know? Because I've been trying to rack my brains about a gay, because I was there in 2018, and I don't recall there ever being a pro-gay speaker. Yeah. So I don't know of anyone that was literally, because I used to go there every week, so I don't recall ever going there, and there was somebody that was doing videos specifically about gay rights. The only people that I've seen kind of do stuff is people that are defending, like Steve, like, you know, people's rights to not go there, not be disrespected, and homophobia. So I'm still confused about who exactly it was. Imagine Simon looks into it, and the person they're talking about is me. Imagine all the videos about me. And they're like, oh my God, could you imagine? That would be a bit weird, because I'm not gay. And I know a lot of people say, I'm not gay. No offense to my gay brothers and sisters. I'm not gay. I don't like you know what. Trust me, I don't. But all good to them, all good to Simon. Suck away, do what you want to do. None of my business. I bet everyone's going to say that's homophobic now. Yeah, well, all right. So I'm gonna wrap up. Yeah, I've been talking for 3 hours. Yeah, Lulla. Yeah. Suck away. Don't worry. Do your thing. No one's gonna oppress you. Yeah, do your thing. Oh yeah, happy Brexit to everyone as well. Like I said, nothing's happened. Nothing's happened yet. The UK hasn't sunk to the bottom of the sea. The UK is still floating, and we are still here. So we'll see in the next couple of months or year or so. You know what? The only thing I'm really concerned about, if I'm being honest, I know it sounds quite selfish, is if like my worst case scenario is if I go into my local supermarket and the beans rise from like £3 a pack to like £6, then I would be pissed. Then I would be doing counter protests, get back in the EU, because I cannot accept that. Yeah, that's my limit. Yeah, if I go into Asda and the beans tins have gone up by like 5-fold, that would literally piss me off. I'm not even joking. Yeah, you don't think I'm joking. That's the one limit. Yeah, I don't think I could accept, because that's getting stupid. That would actually really hurt me financially, because I have to go through like 2 tins a day, and if each tin goes up from like 60p to £2 a tin, yeah, that's a disaster. It means I have to start rationing my beans, and that's not acceptable. Yeah, it's not acceptable. That cannot happen. Yeah, you're back, Ala Bayt. Yes, yes. I don't know what you're doing here, because you're good. Ala Bayt and another year are my two Muslim brothers, yeah, and they're always getting themselves into trouble by being on it. Because I can imagine everyone saying, "What are you on Raj's channel for? What are you chatting to Raj for?" But they're doing their own form of dawah. You see how they're doing? They're doing their own form of dawah. You know, good mannerisms, polite, even though I'm a complete prick. They're still nice to me. So I have to think to myself, what is it about their religion that is teaching them to be so forgiving to me? You get it? It's kind of like a weird, it's a weird kind of like dawah they do. Yeah, people like that. It is a dawah in a way, because I say that the mannerisms of people is more important. That there's no point paying 5 times a day and fasting every time, going to Hajj, but your mannerisms are absolutely diabolical. And this is a problem with a lot of religious people, not just Muslim, but religious people. They conflate doing their rituals and going through the motions as being a good representation of that religion. But in reality, it's the way you behave. Yeah, some of the best people I know from the Muslim faith do not go on the camera at Speaker's Corner. They refuse, because they know that the camera is about ego. And so the ones that I truly respect in Speaker's Corner, you won't even know their names. I know their names, but you won't know their names, because they refuse to. I've asked them to go on camera, but they won't go on camera because they understand the camera starts to even the most, let's say, even the most humble person, a camera shoved in your face, because of the way human beings are built. Even the most humblest person can be swayed by the camera and the limelight. Yeah, you can become an egotistical little prick. Yeah. Yeah, Shamsi's cool, but even Shamsi has flaws. Yeah, he's a good guy. I don't have no real issue with him per se, but the camera can make people behave in a way that is not representative of their true nature. I actually become a little bit more. So I'll give an example. You can have a conversation off camera, and your ego, yeah, is gonna not be in the forefront, because you're not worried about what's going to go on the internet. Now, if somebody was to confront me privately, I would probably be less hostile than if someone's doing it with a camera, because once the camera's on, I'm there to show people, yeah, don't try that again with me. You understand? Like, if someone comes over to me with a camera, or there's a camera there, and they're going to try and say shit about me, I'm going to make sure other people watching that, yeah, are going to know, yeah, that when you come over to me, it's going to be a lot of padidas and gunjar, shut your mouth, rah, 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 rah. And so they'll think twice about coming over to me. Yeah. And this is the problem with the camera, because I admit myself, because I'm obviously very self-reflective and very pious myself in that sense, that I know that the camera is one of the worst things to happen to Speaker's Corner, but also one of the best things to happen to Speaker's Corner. It's a double-edged sword. Yeah, and I don't think we're ever going to get rid of it, and it's never ever going to get to a point that, you know, it's gonna be anything other than problematic. Yeah, there's always going to be issues with the cameras because of the way people are. Yeah. Sonia, whatever said, yeah, stop lying, Raj. I'm an angel. I know. I am going to start doing one thing, yeah, and it is actually I'm going to start going to kind of like religious classes and stuff in a little while. There was a documentary. Before I go, yeah, I'm going to do a show about it. Hopefully, if I can, on Many Cinders. There was a documentary called Young, Proud and Sikh, which was on the BBC this week. I didn't watch it on the day. Because I actually got the days wrong. And it was about Sikh youths of the day. And especially if you go to BBC iPlayer, please go to BBC iPlayer and type in Young, Sikh and Proud. and it's actually a big up to my brother Red Rose. Yeah, I couldn't. Do you know what happened, Red Rose? I freaking had a swelling in my mouth. It's gone down now, but I'm just not being so young, Sikh, and proud. And it's actually about some of the issues, and we do have within the Sikh community. I mean, a lot of people would say, oh, it's only the Muslim community that have got some radicals in it. We do in our own community, the Sikh community. We have got some guys in there that are, in my opinion, also too. Let's say their ego is getting the better of them, and they're kind of interfering with certain things and going overboard with certain things. Yeah, but it was actually about a guy called Bhai Jagraj Singh, who is an individual that is probably, I think, in the last, I think for the Sikhs within the UK, probably one of the most important people for the Sikh youth. Yeah, because when I was going young Sikh, when I was growing up, there was no real religious kind of figures that could appeal to the Sikh youth like myself, yeah, because most of them were from India and they were from the Punjab, and so when they come down, their English weren't that good, my Punjabi isn't that great, so you know, all of this kind of stuff, and so it was a bit of a disconnect. Now this guy come along and he changed that. Yeah, he made Sikhism something that could easily be digestible to even the layman who's not even Sikh. Like you could literally listen to him and get a lot of stuff. So even now, he passed away in 2017. R.I.P. Bhai Jagraj Singh. Yeah, R.I.P. And he basically, when he passed away, he's left a real massive legacy of how to kind of behave as a Sikh. Whenever I say to people, you know, if I say to people, you want to see a real Sikh, I say Bhai Jagraj Singh because I've met him in real life. He's the same in real life as he is on camera. Some of these people you meet that are quite religious can be very, very self-righteous. And what I found with him, yeah, big up, yeah. I still, that drawing of him, I'm really happy with that one. But with him, he was very, very kind of like non-judgmental, which is very important in terms of when you're dealing with people that are not there on the right path. So I give an example. My nephew was somebody that was very unreligious. Didn't used to wear a turban, had like a hairstyle and everything, whatever you say. And now, after Bhai Jagraj Singh, he's a full-on what we call Gursikh, meaning long beard, turban, prays all the time, and is very religious now. Yeah, and that was directly because of Bhai Jagraj Singh's videos. Directly, like he's told me that he used to watch the videos, and this is what got him into Sikhism. Now the thing is, this is Bhai Jagraj Singh on the left, I think, and this is his brother Sunny Hundo, who done the program. These two are brothers. Yeah, obviously they look different, but there is a picture of Bhai Jagraj Singh before he had the turban on, and yeah, he looked totally different. Yeah, he looked more similar to his brother, and that's his bro Sunny Hundo. Now the thing about Sunny Hundo, he's as far away as you can get from Bhai Jagraj Singh. In fact, there's a lot of things I actually don't like about him. I think he's actual real brother, blood brother. He's actual 100% blood brother. Yeah, Sunny Hundo. And the thing is that Sunny Hundo is a BBC BBC journalist. Yeah, and both of them actually didn't speak for 3 years because of their differences about the faith. Now, Sunny Hundo is a very open critique, yeah, a critic of a lot of things to do with Sikhs, yeah. And at some points, I actually do think, yeah, that Sunny Hundo is kind of like a self-hating Sikh in a way. But you know, after watching this documentary, I had a bit more of an understanding of where he's coming from. So I'm glad I watched it, because I have to admit I've had quite a lot of dislike for the guy for quite a while, and I felt that when I watched it, I realized that, you know, his kind of view, because so for people that don't understand, like, you can be a Sikh, yeah, it doesn't mean you have to be a Sikh. Yeah, this is what you call a Gursikh, somebody that is baptized, yeah, and somebody that is, let's just say, kind of like on the right path to being a Sikh. He's still this guy is a Sikh. He's still a Sikh, but he's not on what you call the right path. He's like myself, like we are kind of on our own journeys, and so we have this kind of like different stages of Sikhs. So some Sikhs don't wear turbans, some Sikhs do. Some Sikhs are fully baptized and they have the turban and the long beard, and the Sikhs like me that wear a turban but don't I trim my beard and stuff like that. But we are all still Sikh. Yeah, I do not say that this guy is not a Sikh. Yeah, if he says he's a Sikh and he believes in Sikhism and God, then who am I to say he's not? Yeah, even though I do believe that he said stuff in the past, I truly believe it's kind of like propaganda for the left and the goddamn, I don't want to say the name, but yeah, I just felt like he was a little bit thingy. So watch the documentary. I think it gives a good insight into the Sikhs, and some of the people on the actual video, I've had fallings out with myself. I don't want to say who. There's a particular individual that kind of went against Sunni Hundur in the temple because they didn't like him. I've actually go to BBC iPlayer. It was played this week, and type in "Young Sikh and Proud," and one of the guys who had a problem because he's a kind of a radical Sikh. Yeah, I've had a problem with him as well. Yeah. So when I saw his face, I was like, okay, yeah, okay. This guy's had, and he hasn't just had a problem with me. He's had a problem with a lot of people. So there's certain individuals within all communities that are kind of self-righteous and feel like they can tell everybody else. Yeah, he can be a tit, no doubt about it, But I still think the documentary was quite a good documentary and kind of showed me a bit more about him that I didn't know before, and how close he was to Bhai Jagraj Singh, because they actually are blood brothers, and yeah, they're blood brothers, and they fell out over the Anand Karij, yeah, which is a Sikh ceremony for Sikhs when they get married and stuff. So, I don't know. I would like to actually meet the guy, if I'm being honest with you. Anyway, I've got to wrap up now, and I was only supposed to do a minute. Where is that thing? All right, let me wrap up. It's 3 hours now. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. I'm just trying to find something first. Oh, screw it. I'm going to go. Where is that bloody thing? I do want to show my respond to what, you little prick? St. Peterson. Respond to what? Who are you? I don't even know you. Expect me to respond to you like you're my goddamn savior or something. Who are you first? Introduce yourself. I'll shut your mouth. St. Pete, debate you. Who are you to debate? You're just an avatar, and even your name shit. At least change your name on your avatar to something more interesting. Not St. Peterson with a goddamn round little head, red. Debate you. Debate you on what? Whether you're a prick or not. I'll debate you. You're a prick. Now what? Debate over. No, where is that? I cannot believe it. I can't find the freaking thing I wanted to find. I can't find the thing I wanted to find. What a piss take, man. Because like every time when I want to find something, it's not even there. Where is this one? Oh, forget it. Leave it. Yeah, let me just. Oh, don't worry. Let me listen to him. He might have some valid points like, oh, Raj. They would just start crying all day. Let me just read a couple of comments. Yeah, his brother's totally different. Yeah, why won't Tommy Robinson meet up with you, Raj? Why won't Tommy Robinson? Well, what do you think? I'm finding on YouTube, you talk to someone, you big up someone, and you become, yeah. Another, you said something very poignant. Lady D, this is a problem I'm finding on YouTube. You talk to someone, you big up someone, and you become a racist. You go on their panel, you're a racist. And that only comes from one side, though, which is Pakistani Spect. Pakistani Spect has one rule for their group, and this is a definition of a cult. They have their own, rules. So for themselves, they are the chosen ones. We are the cult of Pakistani Spect. We can do no wrong. Whatever we do, we are the chosen people of Pakistani Spect. Press 1 if you are a Pakistani Spect cult follower. Yeah. Now, everybody else is then held up to a different standard. So an example would be this. I remember there's somebody that they're going against, because she is talking to someone else that they dislike. So now what they've done is they've ostracized her from the cult. She is now, out of the cult, and she can now see, and I won't say the person who is, she can now see how the cult works, which is groupthink. You don't agree with them 100%. You are then an enemy, and you will be ousted. And this is somebody that was very, very critical of my behavior with the cult, because I would jump onto Pakistani Specs, start calling them cockroaches, saying they're goddamn degenerate sheeps, and they're in a cult and they need to step out of it. And I'll just be running my mouth against them. And even when they said they're going to chuck me off, I'm like, I don't give a shit. You guys are cockroaches. And they don't actually chuck me off because they need me. This person has now realized, because she went against their particular propaganda and stood by someone, and now she is now out of the cult, and she is now being mistreated. And this is the cult, of Pakistani Spect. He can have people on his cult that would do the most vile things to others. Some of the most racist comments, some of the most disgusting stuff against people's families. But he will stand by them, and everyone in the chat will be bigging them up and bigging them up. Once somebody else comes in from outside their cult that they deem to be unacceptable or racist or whatever they want to call, and if you even say the word hi, you're automatically gonna be targeted as a traitor. And that is a definition of a cult hive mentality. You can see it within Pakistani Specs channel. Now with me, if I'm being honest with you, most of my supporters are cockroaches as well. A lot of them. I'm not gonna lie, sorry guys, you have to accept it. Now when I say cockroaches, I mean a lot of people even that might even support me need to grow some balls and think for themselves. My whole thing about me is like, don't be a cockroach. Be better than everybody else. I'm better than you. So you need to try and be better than me, which is that don't group think. Don't just go with the flow because I'm saying something, or don't go with the flow because somebody else said it, or everybody on the chat. Look at this bloody little idiot. What the hell? Oh, hide. I've hidden him. So I have no issue with calling you low lives. I have no issue. With it because I'm trying to make you better. I want you to look at yourself and go, no, I'm not in a cult. I'm not a group thinker. I'm better than that. And so you don't behave like the way they do, which is like, soon as somebody gets out of their kind of out of their cult, they'll start demonizing, calling them racist. Look at Lady Divine. Like, she's now one of the way Pakistani speaks about Lady Divine, you would have thought that Lady Divine had committed a mass genocide somewhere. Like, sometimes he talks about her like she's murdered like 1 million people. Like, she's only disagreed with the man, but to him and his chat, she's now the new Hitler. Like, she's gone around like somewhere committing genocide, and that's the level of hate they show her. As soon as you mention their name, they're singing again. Boo! This is the problem with them. And you'll see it once people start falling out with them more, and people start realizing what they really like, and come out of the dark side. You're going to realize that group here is one of the most vile. Let me say what I'm going to say this before I go. every other group on the chats here understand that we are flawed individuals, yeah, that we're not really that righteous. We do have hypocrisy and we do sometimes behave immorally, yeah. I reckon if I was to ask most people on this chat, they would say, yeah, we do, yeah. The problem with their chat and Pakistani spec, he has put the standard that he's morality defined. He is the definition of righteousness, and his cult is also propagating his righteousness. But in reality, they are the most depraved criminals. Yeah, I said it. You're criminals in the sense of you have no morality. You're going against your own morality. You're criminals. Yeah, I called you criminals. You lot, yeah, in that chat are the actual definition of savage, actual definition of immoral, actual definition of hypocrites, actual definitions of racist, actual definition of hateful. Everything you propagate not to be and to fight against, you are actually the definition of it. Your hatred personified just from the lion's den. Everything about it, yeah, is about slander, backbiting, and vilifying other people. But they pretend that they are righteous, and what they are doing, yeah, is trying to fight racism and bad people. But in reality, they are the bad people. The only way I would say it would be like is that it's a bit like in Nazi Germany. I could imagine, yeah, the Hitlers, the Nazis thinking they're the good guys. So everyone thinks they're the good guys. So, you know, the Nazis, they probably in their own head were so deluded, they thought they were the good guys and everybody else are the bad guys, even though they were putting people into gas chambers, mass executing people, doing genocide, but they thought themselves that they were righteous in what they were doing. And I'm not saying that, you know, the Lion's Den is akin to Hitler, but I will say it's akin to Nazi Germany in the sense that they believe, yeah, that they are righteous, but in reality, they are the bad guys. They are the villains, but they don't realize it yet. Yeah, Nazis. Anyway, I'm off anyway. I gotta go. Ranger Sikhs attacked by Raj, or a lot of them. Hold on. Let me explain something to people here. Let me explain something because there's a comment here saying, and I need to address it. Raindrop Sikhs attacked by Raj, all of them. Raj, I hate all. Oh, let me say something. This is how I live my life. If I meet someone and they're Sikh, I don't automatically give them a pass. I don't have two people there, one's Sikh and one's Christian, and I treat the Sikh guy with more leniency and better than the Christian guy. I treat them the same. If the Sikh guy's a prick, I'm going to call him a prick. Yeah, and if the Christian guy's a prick, I'm going to call him a prick. Yeah, I don't care if you're Sikh. It doesn't mean automatically you're going to get a pass from me. I'm going to treat you to the standard, yeah, that I treat everybody else. In fact, what a lot of people do, they treat their in-group, yeah, on a kind of like a pedestal that, you know, they'll let them get away with a lot of shit. I'm not like that. I don't care if you say you're Sikh. Yeah, if you're behaving like a goddamn cockroach, I'll call you a cockroach. Yeah. Anyway, I need to shoot now. Right, beloved, yeah. Let me say something to beloved. I don't hate you. Yeah. The thing about you, you're just annoying. You're irritating as anything. You're a pompous little prick. Yeah. And there's times, yeah, when you're goddamn walking about, yeah, with your little sawar kameez, that I think you're goddamn degenerate. Yeah. That doesn't mean I hate you. You're just annoying. Just stop trying to preach to me, and I won't freaking well curse you. Yeah, you get me? Just don't preach to me. I hate people preaching to me. Raj, do this, Raj. I hate that. That annoys me more than anything. Preaching to me all the time. Raj, you got to do this. Just stop it, yeah? Oh, look, he's doing it again. Now I have to curse him out again. Yo, God, it's like that bloody for one day. You 2 o'clock. You're lucky it's 2 o'clock. I was about to curse him again because he wrote something. Exactly what I told you not to do, you just did. I better go before I start shouting. It's too late for this, man. Anyway, man, I'll be off. Take care, guys.